Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 33rd members-only Alpaca Airways group flight today. It's the 24th of September 2022, 4 minutes past 3 in the afternoon. We're in X-Plane 12, fingers crossed, for this sector in the ZIBO mod 737-800, the latest beta version for X-Plane 12. We are in Warsaw Chopin, flying for the first ever time on any live stream to Ukraine. But not only that, we're going to the capital Kyiv. And this is all part of a organisational group flight. Last month, the Ukraine VATSIM organisers asked if we'd like to take part flying our group flight there. And I said, well, that month we were in Japan, weren't we, in Taiwan. How about next month? And they very much took us up on this offer as well. So it's really exciting to visit this country. We all know what's going on in Ukraine at the moment. Nice to support people from that country as well. As I mentioned, the VATSIM controllers, whether they're there at the moment, I'm not too sure, but they are definitely all Ukrainian. Now, I've just had a look on the VATSIM map. There doesn't seem to be any ATC here. I've been coordinating with VATSIM Ukraine, who has said they're getting in contact with VATSIM Poland to organise ATC. I can't see here any at the moment, so I hope the guys get away. Whether we have to be on Unicom or not, I'm not so sure, but I was told that they were informed that we'd be departing. There would be some ATC, but it looks very quiet at the moment. We definitely have ATC in Ukraine now. I'll try and chase up what happened there, but hopefully we'll get some ATC by the time we get a few departures out there. I can already see Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo heading on his way out there, so apologies if there's no ATC. We'll get to the bottom of why there isn't any here at the moment. Thank you very much, everyone, taking part. I think there's about 35 of us or so. Don't forget, everyone who is in the group flight will get invited into the prize draw, which we'll do at the end of the stream. Shui, I hope you're doing well, and nice to see you in chat. Have a brief chat with you at the start of the stream in chat there as well. Everyday Normal Geek, nice to see you here. Tim Waters, hello. Andy M71 says, afternoon boss, hope you're doing well, buddy. Robert and Kyle, airborne from Bratislava en route to Ukraine. An on-time departure, excellent. Yes, I'm due out in 24 minutes as per usual. I like to start about 30 minutes before I'm due off block. Greg Scott, Domino Mosina, Robson, Andre Bjorn, hope you're doing well. Edward H, Matt Haynes, glad to be able to catch this one. Sadly not flying. Hopefully you can make the next one. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Edo, nice to see you here as well. When younger, my Jack used to bite the wheels off the lawnmower. Yeah, so I put some pictures. I was cutting the grass. I have Jack this weekend, and Jack loves it when I cut the grass. He's always chasing the lawnmower. He always drops his toy right in front of it because he knows that I have to kick it, which is quite good fun. So that's what I was doing right before the stream. Chewy says, hearing dogs for the deaf charity do a walk each year at the local National Trust Park, 10 minutes down the road. It's pretty good to see lots of other dogs, and Kimmy had a go at the agility course. Very cool. I haven't done a big sort of dog walking session with Jack. I'd love to do that for sure. Anon, can't be a chat because flying in VR, so enjoy Mongo 4. I hope you enjoy your VR sector. Last time I saw you flying, we had a little bit of a nightmare, didn't we? With the go-around course. It was really interesting to see as well. I would love to try VR as well. I downloaded DCS as well in preparation for their sale next week. I might pick up one of the aircraft. I've been toying with the idea of playing it for a while, but maybe when I get a bit of time off free. I'm going to have a very busy October. My roster is full next month, but come November, winter will be on the door, and hopefully it'll be a lot quieter. Here's the Javecki design scenery for Warsaw Chopin. It seems to install quite nicely in X-Plane 12. I've not done anything, but you can see most of you all here in the terminal. I've got to update this Alpaca Airways Canada livery. I think basically if you're in a 737-800, it automatically puts you in Alpaca Canada livery, which is a pain. Great for Canadian group flights, but not since we've been there. We've all had these Alpaca Canadas. Must have some of you in the PMDG there, or maybe the 700 with winglets, but great to see a few of you departed here from Warsaw Chopin as well. Alpaca 782 is on his way. I don't know if there's an upper airspace ATC being provided or something, but it's very quiet here. Anyway, I thought I'd plan ahead, and I went for a remote stand in case it got busy in the terminal. Here I am on stand 32. And I'll take this opportunity to jump into the cockpit through the air stairs. Boom. Oh, look at that. Like I said, you could argue I have done that before. Excellent, let's get the show on the road then. Batteries on, GPUs on the bus, electric hydraulic pumps we can pop on, verify the landing gear lever is down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green lights. We then check the aircraft documentation. Again, there's been some updates to the lighting. It's still very, very dark in here. I mean, I can put the dome light on. You know, it makes it a little bit better, but during the day, having the dome light off on makes absolutely no difference here. Again, that is an area where X-Plane 12 does need to improve. Right, let's check the squibs. I did put the electric hydraulic pumps on, I did. Scripts are good. APU detector in up, fault light. We've got master caution, overheat detector. Let's check the fire tests. 3 fire warning lights, overheat wheel well, overheat detector, fire warning, and master caution. Emergency exit lights are armed. Test the attend button. Here are today's. Oh, here is today's OFP. I've done the performance as well from the real OPT calculator. 1 hour 15 Warsaw to Kyiv, and we need 6.7 tons. I was told to take plenty of fuel for this because you know, there's a lot of us flying all into one airport and all in from the same direction. So I'm going to take an hour's worth of fuel, so that would be 678797. Sorry, 677787. It would be about 9.2 tons. So that should be okay for our max landing weight. So fuel, oh, you can see from my test sector I still have 9.2 when I uplifted that. And passengers, I'm going to have 169 passengers. There we go, 14.7, and that's now uploading the passengers. Yeah, it seems to be no ATC in airport, so I will chase that up post-stream. I've been liaising with VATSIM Ukraine. He said, oh, would you like me to get in contact with VATSIM Poland to get ATC for you? And I said, yeah, that'd be great. And he mentioned, and I even messaged him yesterday saying, oh, did you manage to get hold of VATSIM Poland? He said, yeah, ATC's all sorted. So whether the controller or controllers who were going to be providing ATC for the group flight have dropped out, I'm not so sure. So, you know, I do apologise. I will chase up why that hasn't happened. I mean, at the end of the day, someone did say he'd get it, and there isn't any. I mean, I'm sure we'll be alright coordinating it ourselves, and we're all good guys here. But yeah, unfortunately, it does ruin the immersion slightly. But guaranteed ATC for Ukraine. Do bear with me. I'll try and chase that up after the stream as well. Members only dogfight DCS. Oh, I tried. I did install it yesterday and had a little play with the default. Was it SU2535 or something? I had a clue what I was doing. All the bindings are different. Godspeed Alpaca. Whoever that is, can't quite read the call sign there, but I'll be departing off runway 29, which I think most of you are. So 29 is the preferred departure runway here, landing on the southerly one here. I think, what is it? 33. So just got to be careful with arrivals there, but most of us will be departing. Perfect. So fueling is done. We've got the 92 on board, so we can put the seatbelt sign on. We all look good on here on the overhead panel. Flaps are up, matching the indicated position. Cargo fire test, that should be on 2000. There it is. Forward aft bell. Gear extension door is closed. Circuit breakers are all in. Onto the overhead panel here. Stall warning test, need to wait a little bit longer. Back airspeed warning test is done. Flight recorder test is done. IRS to nav. And circuit breakers are all in this side here, and we can start the boarding process. There we go. That was Dominic Mosina. Excellent, excellent. Godspeed to you, Dominic Mosina. We're right behind you. Right, so, as there's no ATC here, unfortunately, we will have to get the METAR off Chopin. So it's clear skies, 15 degrees, 1016. I mean, is Cav okay? There are clouds. Remember, Cav OK is clouds below 5,000 feet. So if these are above 5,000 feet, it is Cav OK. So yeah, it looks pretty representative of the current weather conditions. 15 degrees. QNH is 1016. MFRA I'll get from the real OPT is 1362. 1362. But there we go, 1362 dialing in. 1362. I've got the Okesi VOR active, and just turn up the lighting here. Again, during the day you'd have the main panel turned up brightly, but the FDS and background brightness doesn't do much, unfortunately, in the mod at the moment, until that's been updated by Explain 12 with the lighting issues. Right, FMC, latest AIRAC is installed. We are in Echo Papa Whiskey Alpha. We'll update our GPS left coordinates to the position here, and let's grab the flight plan. Flying to Ukraine, uniform to Kyiv in Ukraine, uniform Kilo Bravo Bravo. Call sign today is Alpaca 33 uniform Kilo. departures. Runway 29, it's going to be... No, Kissy something. Oh no, Zimba 7 Golf. Zimba 7 Golf from Zimba, November 195 to Omarva. And from Omarva, it's going to be Lima 980 to Ustil. From Ustil, Lima 980 to Dore. Oh, what happened there? Oh, it just spat out. Oh, mate, it doesn't matter. If Omarva Lima 980 to Dora, if it's all the way, we don't need actually this Ustil point because it'll be in between. But in reality, it wouldn't spit that waypoint out, but it is the same airway. That's fine. Little bug there. Papa 142 Lapva. Now, I'm not sure what runway they're landing today in Ukraine, if it was open right now. Looking at the aerodrome chart information, they do have a preferential runway. Depending on the time of day, for mid-afternoon it didn't seem to give one, but I'm planning on a southerly runway, 18 right. We'll have to see when we get a little bit closer, hopefully. Some parallel runway options later. So I'm going to put the Sierra Lima Victor... So many arrivals here. Sierra Lima Victor 2 Tango. ILS 18 right, there's no transition, so I'll activate and execute that. Let's make sure there's no discontinuities here. So there we go, it's one of these RNAV point merge arrivals. Looks like it all joins up. For now, we'll confirm what the runway is in. What runway is in use later, but that's fine for now. And we can go back to map. Alpaca 9 Alpha Kilo's just got an airborne as well. Godspeed to you, sir. And let's do the rest of the performance. 0 fuel weight 57.8. Our alternate is to divert to Moldova, I think it was. Yeah, Lima Uniform Kilo Kilo, which is the... I can't pronounce the city in Moldova, the capital, but that's where we'd go if we have to divert. The reserves are quite high, based on that. It's quite a waste. 3.1 tons. Cost the next 30. This flight, we're at 37,000 feet. Execute. Top climb wind is 301 at 41. Now, ZIBO mentioned there could be a little issue with X-Plane 12 upper winds where they're not actually accurately being modelled at the moment, so fingers crossed. Average wind is 313 at 35. Top climb ISA 2. Let's have a look at the OPT. So this was updated just before the stream. Warsaw 29 via the Romeo intersection. Worst case performance. Let's try. The wind was sort of variable around 3 knots. So I put minus 3 knots, which is worst case there. 15 degrees. QNH is 1016 optimum. Flat 5 air conditioner auto anti-ice off. 66.9 takeoff weight. 67 tons. That's close enough for 100 kilos. And that was saying we could only take full 22k with no assume. So flat 5, CG is set. And 91... hold on, I didn't select 22k, that's why. 92.6, 91.7. That makes sense. When we put the AP bleed on, this will take 0.8 off that. So that will become 91.4. There's a slight... sorry, 91.8, so yeah, that's perfect actually. 0.1% is the tolerance. And V-speed, 41, 42, 47, we can accept these speeds. So the real OPT is matching the mod here, 147. You'll see when I put the AP bleed on later, the target N1 will match 91.7. You'll see it says 92.6. As soon as you put the AP bleed on, that will go down to 91.7. 3.6 is in use in Ukraine. Thanks, David. We'll update that en route once we get the weather. Perfect. Onto the overhead panel. Yaw dampers on. Now transfer display switch is normal auto fuel. 6 pumps on. We've got 1200 in the centre. And crossfeed bright off. That's checked. That's all set here on the overhead panel. Panel light will turn up. Window heat. is on. Engine electric hydraulic pumps are configured as we needed. Voice recorder's on. Trim air's on. Pax auto. Cruising at 37,000 feet. The elevation's 450. Runway QDM is set to the heading and course bugs. There's no ATC here for now, so 6,000 feet is the stop altitude, which I've set here. Auto brake to RTO. Reset the fuel flow. And trim, oh yeah, I forgot to set that, is 6.25 units. Yeah, that is set, and oh, looking good down here. So I'll just tune Unicom. Yeah, guys, really am sorry about the ATC. I'll show you what I was told later on in Discord, but next time I'll have to make sure that's actually properly organised. First time I think we've had a group flight with no ATC for departure. We should definitely have Bratislava at least. 2 Whiskey Bravo is using 3-3, which is fine. I mentioned I'm going to plan for 2-9, I think it's the preferred runway here.
Warsaw traffic,
we've got 10 minutes to
taking off runway 33.
Let's get the APU started. Almost departed with 9 kilos. 9 kilos of fuel. That wouldn't have ended well. Well, you did well to get to the runway with 9 kilos of fuel. Unbelievable. G-Face 100. Godspeed Alpacas. Hope you're doing well. What comp frequency for Airport? Yeah, Bismarck. There's no ATC, unfortunately. I really don't know what's happened there. As I was mentioned, I was told there would be. It was, to be fair, you know, that's if Ukraine said they'll get it sorted, and I haven't. They haven't. But you know, I did even ask, did you definitely get it sorted? They said yes. So you know, they've definitely, you know, they've sorted out Ukraine. You know, ATC's all sorted there for us, which is great. But it's a shame we don't have it here. As I mentioned, this is the first time we've had no ATC. I know we're departing 2 other airports as well, Bratislava and Lviv. Hopefully those guys have some.
Warsaw traffic, Alpaca 71, taxiing apron echoes to the Romeo holding point, runway 29.
There we are. So I've got another 9 minutes until due out. Get the APU on the bus. So we were talking about the how the M1 changes with the APU bleed. So if you have a look here, 22k 91.7. Now the reason it changes is it wants to be representative of when we have thrust on here. So it seems to 91.9. Why has that changed already? It shouldn't have changed. 91.9. It should only change when you've got duct pressure. So that should change from whatever it was before then to 91.9. Yeah, 92.6. So you see how it's changed? 92.6. I put the packs on auto. It's changed to 91.9. That's not how it works. It's based off duct pressure. So packs on auto shouldn't change it. It's the duct pressure. So they should be showing 92.6 now. And then when I put the APU bleed on, that's when it should change to 91.9.
Alpaca 1 Kilo Papa, passing 4000, runway 29, vacated.
I'm sorting out a tile issue. I'll be at Bratislava shortly. Ah, yes, well,
traffic,
I'll be using default series today.
Motion start.
Right, QNH set. We'll have the airports selected. Now, this is actually a remote stand. I have no idea why there's a tug here. So I'm going to taxi straight ahead forward here. There's 343 pushing. Good news is we're getting away. It's actually probably without ATC in a way a little bit easier to coordinate departures.
Welcome.
There's a Watt here, a Watt 1521. So I've just subscribed. Yeah, that's quite a good point, Andy. Yeah, 2 minutes between departures. I think if we stick to our departure times, we'll guarantee at least the 2 minutes for sure. Because that's how they're spaced. There's not at the whole point, so there's no problem. There we are. Whilst we wait to start engines in 7 minutes, so you have to wait all that time. Oh no, actually, you know what? I've loaded everything, but I've not even briefed what we're going to do. So pre-flight briefing. As I've got a bit of time, I'll do a little bit more of a detailed pre-flight brief based off my operator's SOPs. So we check the routing, we flick through the flight plan, making sure the departure and arrival is correct, checking all the waypoints on the route page matches the flight plan. And as a gross error check, we check the fuel and distance, or fuel later on. So distance is 500, 493, so as a gross error check, that's fine. We're arriving with 5.9 tonnes. To divert we need 3, so we've got an extra 3 tonnes on board, so nearly, well, over an hour's worth of extra fuel there. So that's that done. We then check the instrumentation, we do an emergency briefing, describing our actions, what we do in the event of a rejected takeoff and also in the event of an engine failure after V1. In this case we climb straight ahead off runway 29, MSA, the highest is 2,500, so we go to 3,000 feet, staying for 25 miles on the airport. Taxi stand 32. We're going to start our engines and taxi straight ahead over the tug, make a left turn onto Alpha, then Echo, and then from Echo we've got performance figures from Romeo, so we can take Romeo. If there's a bit of a queue, we'll just might as well go full length for Echo 3 or Echo 4. And the SID is a Zimba 7 Golf. Zimba 7 Golf, transition altitude is... Flipping Jefferson charts. 6,500, 6,500 checks in the FMC. So initially it's straight ahead to Whiskey Alpha 901. Whiskey Alpha 901, max 200 knots, at above 1,500 feet checks. And it's Whiskey Alpha 921, at above 5,000 feet checks. Then it's to Edvex. Then Zenov 110 above Tista Zimba. So it's all coded correctly. Zimba's over here. The stop altitude, climb to 6,000 feet. And maintain unless otherwise instructed by ATC. So 6,000 feet, we'll imagine we've been cleared. 6,000 feet set there as well. So an RNAV SID, contact Warsaw approach after takeoff. No ATC here. SID's a noise abatement, so follow the routing. Strict adherence required to the published procedure. There we go. That's a little bit of a miniaturised version of our brief. Hello, Matej. High cap controlling Prague approach at the moment, just southwest of Warsaw. Perfecting my approach now. How excellent! Wouldn't mind coming over to a different facts and coordination.
And rolling runway 29.
There we go. We are due off in 4 minutes' time. Listening, hello, Alpaca family. Already departed from Bratislava. Excellent. Here's our departures. There's the aircraft en route. Yes, I'm apologising on behalf of everyone here from Warsaw. I'm not sure why we've got no ATC here. That's a shame. I'm just looking at the correspondence. I said I was talking about the bookings to the coordinator, and I said yesterday morning, just to confirm, you managed to get hold of the Polish VACC for departures out of Warsaw Chopin, and they said, yep, we've informed Polish VACC about your group flight, and they will support the event tomorrow. That's what I was told, so very sorry that's not been the case. I mean, I'm sure you guys will believe me. I'll even screenshot the correspondence. I will, out of respect of the person who's been helping me organise this, I'll show the name, but I'll show you the correspondence at least. Yeah, it's a great shame. Assume guys all seem to be dealing very well with the departures. Everyone seems to have coordinated it well. There is out there the bleeding of the sun there. Alpaca 7-1. We've got a couple more minutes before we're due out, and I think that was the last one taking off the whole point. We've got 23 Lima taxiing out 125, and we also have 343 as well. Superb works. Yeah, X-Plane 12 does look much better. The CSL models look really, really nice. So yeah, I'll pop it in there. The correspondence I had to say that we had, you know, we have ATC for Warsaw, but yeah, it's a shame it's not there in reality. There we go. Oh, there it is. I'll put it in there as well. Oh.
Warsaw traffic, Alpaca 23 Lima, taxi to your holding point, Hotel 2 runway 2, runway 33, via Alpha.
Using 33, that's fine. You can use 33. Just got to coordinate departures with runway 29 because they do cross with each other. And they do sometimes depart off 33 here, I think, but it's only if they need the extra runway length. But usually it's 29 off departures here. Anyway, look at this, 29. So our engines start during 2 seconds. That's going to change over. Well, it's not quite live time. There we are, 14:30. And we'll start engine start and stand. So, oh, make sure I close the doors. Track the airstairs. Close the doors. The cargo doors as well. They're all shut. There we are. So I don't have the excellent checklist plug-in for reading the checklist at the moment. I don't know if it's completely compatible, but I haven't actually tried it. So looks good to me. Packs off, anti-collision lights on, parking brake is set, transponder out, off. And that's it, starting engine number 2.
Chopin traffic, Alpaca Yankee entering right downwind for runway 33, approximately 30 track left.
Oh, got aircraft on final. Then 2. Yeah, AstroTube, it doesn't look too half bad. Of course Microsoft Flight Sim looks better, but it isn't bad at all, the sim. Anyway, N2. Oil pressure. N1. The checklist is compatible, let's explain 12. Right, I need to get around to installing that then. Thank you. I just haven't had time. Oh, look, it's like a good start on 2. 2, 4, 6, 3. 2 stable, starting 1.
This aircraft is Wi-Fi enabled, so you can stay connected on today's flight.
It's United, isn't it?
United.com free of charge.
Alpaca.com.
And monitor connecting flight information. Our Economy Plus seats feature more space and are reserved for our Mileage Plus Premier members or for customers who have purchased.
Bed 2. Oh, we're at 25% oil pressure, and then 1. You don't have to get the fuel in. There's a max motoring time, so you're all good to play that. Coincidentally, I'll be travelling to Warsaw's budget airport tomorrow on my way to Krakow to watch Ukraine v Scotland at football. Oh, very cool. It's great that they can still play sport. Stock monitoring 1, 2, 4, 6, 3.
Warsaw traffic, Alpaca
1 stable.
crossing runway 29.
Generators on, AP is off, start switches continuous, pro beats on, anti-ice off, air conditioning packed auto, isolation valve auto, AP bleed is off, flaps to 5, flight controls, hello everyone, full forward, full back, left and right, here comes the rudders, full right and full left, recall, we can blank the lower DU, and then we would read the before taxi checklist, which obviously you can use that excellent plugin. You still have the checklist here if you don't have the plugin as well. I knew I forgot to do something. Flight director's on. There we are. So guys, taking off on 29, be careful because I think someone said they're inbound on runway 33. So just be aware of that. You look on final. I think it's this Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee. I don't think he's just departed, has it? Oh no, it might have just departed. So just be wary of that. And we'll go on taxi to runway 29. We're gonna just get round this tug here. I don't know why that's there, but it might be just because it spawns there when you're on a stand or something. And we're gonna taxi as follows. Where's stand 32? There we are. Stand 32, left turn, Alpha Echo, runway 29. Warsaw traffic, Alpaca 33 uniform, Kilo taxi at 1 point runway 29 via Alpha and Echo. So parking brakes released. Do a quick config check. There we are. can see how it doesn't barely spool up, which is good. Just going to get around that tug. You wouldn't turn off on a stand like this, a remote stand. You'd have to go straight ahead. You can't cross any of these red lines, but just don't want to hit that tug. That's great. That's about the same amount of view as you get. Actually, to be fair, we can go over that. Not that you want to.
Walker 1521 is taxi holding point 29er via taxiway Mike and Echo. Warsaw traffic Alpaca 993
So yeah, I didn't. I've been told that Ortho is compatible with X-Plane Talk, which is great. But I think by the time we get to Ukraine, the sun might have set. So I was like, well, I don't want to try these tiles for the first time on a group flight without risking any problems. So I will perhaps look at that in the future. It's good to look at coordinating the arrivals into runway 33. Now look, the lighting's working now on the mod externally, which is great. Yeah, the sim doesn't look half bad. I actually think it looks absolutely wicked. Great if they had the sounds though of other aircraft like taking off just as loud as they are in real life.
Carry-on items, headrest and footrest should be stowed.
Oops, he seems to have sunk slightly into the runway. Oh, rotation. Just like being at the airport.
The safety card located.
Warsaw traffic Alpaca 125 is airborne at runway 29x0 full runway. Warsaw.
So there's Echo. We're going to make a left turn here. Don't carry it going on a straight line. Yeah, so yeah, Warsaw guys usually 29 for departures, 33 for arrivals. That's the usual layout. You can take off on 33. Just got to try and coordinate it with each other. That's all. Matthew, hope you're doing well. Maybe the Laminar devs modelled cockpit lighting on simulators. The brightness in there is about the same as my fixed base sim. Maybe. Yeah, you know, obviously the sim there's no sunlight coming in. It is too dark though for real life. PMDG is very, very good. But yeah, the Javecki design, scenery works really well. X-Plane 12 looks absolutely perfect to me. Oh, a tree! A wild... Oh, if I zoom in, trees appear. Very dark trees. That's interesting. So there's Romeo to the right, so if it was quiet, we would have departed via that intersection. Or was it November 2? Oh, maybe they've renamed it and maybe it's just dated. Oh no, November 2 then Romeo.
There's one going now, so I'll wait for you. Okay, that's yeah.
WestJet.
Thank you.
That's good that they're coordinating arrivals and departures. So he's waiting for the aircraft to land on runway 33. That's why I quite like X-Plane has this map which you can pop up, and you can see other traffic on VATSIM, which is pretty cool. Oh, Domino, that's what you're referring to. Understood. I get it now. So we'll use the second hold point here, the Cat 1 hold point. Yes, I don't have the weird circle, but I do have the weird trees popping up. So, we've got traffic.
Alpaca Yankee established ILS 33, 10 minutes.
So 9 Papa Yankees on a 10-mile final. WestJet's taking off. looks like he's going to let him go, which is fine. There should be sufficient spacing.
Alright, 9 at Papa Yankee, Alpaca 343. I think I can get out before you, so I'll go ahead and do that. Copy it, I'll talk to 9 at Papa Yankee.
And Alpaca 33 uniform kilos holding short of runway 29, and we'll wait for Alpaca 9 Papa Yankee to land at Alpaca 343 to take off. So 343 is taking off, 9 Papa Yankees landing, and you know what? I think we're doing a better job than maybe some VATSIM controllers. We're coordinating it ourselves. It's just having good situational awareness, being aware of the traffic around. So 343 is taking off, 9 Papa Yankees about to land.
Warsaw traffic, Alpaca 343,
Then we'll be away.
departing runway 33.
And we'll line up point. Alpaca 33 uniform kilos lining up and waiting on runway 29. Right, we cleared takeoff. And there's 343 taking off. I think we did actually a splendid job. Well done, guys. Imagine me doing this on a public stream. MCP.
Traffic.
That shouldn't be going off on the ground. So MCP is set. Transponder TARA. Strobe lights are on. Just waiting for our clearance. I'm going to wait for the other aircraft to land. Matic, I took that personally. No, not at all.
9 at Papa Yankee, 5-9 final for runway 33.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. We're holding on runway 29 for you to land.
Copy, thank you. 9 at Papa Yankee.
Perfect. That's excellent.
Warsaw traffic,
information.
Alpaca 343, airborne, clear, runway 33.
That's brilliant. We're pretty good at this, aren't we?
Alpaca 9 at Yankee, just your information, Walker 152, we'll be waiting for you to depart before. Warsaw traffic, Alpaca 696, pushing in
We've got 2 aircraft holding. We've got 9 Papa Yankee about to land, and as soon as he's crossed the threshold, or runway 29, we'll take off from runway 33. We'll take off 29. There is, yeah. What's his? How far is he? I think there should be sufficient spacing. Yeah, there is. Yeah, so long as we roll quickly. I haven't heard whoever that is. Should be sufficient spacing. I don't know. I'm not a controller, but in real life, would that be a sufficient gap to get airborne? I think so. We're all ready to go anyway. And I can't see the other aircraft on tickets. We'll do it. There's Alpaca landing here, so I don't know if they're doing a second departure or something, but there we are. We'll start the timer. Toga's in chat. Let's go to Ukraine. Alpaca 9... correction, Alpaca 3 uniform kilo rolling 29. So stabilise, a little bit more thrust, set takeoff thrust. Oops, the order throttle's disconnected. We'll sort that out in a second. See if we can get it to go in. There we are. Takeoff thrust is set to indications normal. A little bit too much thrust. So actually, you've got to make sure you don't set too much, because if an engine failure could cause control issues.
80 knots.
Checked. No, he's just coming up on its own. Shouldn't do that.
D1, rotate.
Okay, that's something that needs to be fixed. Up we go. Dead bounds, good. Better than it was. Still a little bit too pronounced. Gears coming up. Trim. Nicely in trim already.
400.
LNAV, just take a little bit of thrust off to 92.
$1,000.
Back up. This just doesn't work very well, unfortunately. I'll explain the rotary knob. Plug up manually. Flaps 1. Left turn to Whiskey Alpha 921. I think I explained. It's default scenery down there, but it looks really good from this perspective. Flaps up. Oh, I've got. Oh, look who's just come online. We've just got a south approach come online. Got to do a flyby and I'll quickly do it. Oof. God, that made me nervous. It did a little. It just froze for a second. So I'm just going to get the autopilot in here because I was told to contact ATC. So command checked, and flaps up no lights. Vertical speed. Just going to set 2,000 feet per minute. We'll accelerate to 250 knots. And then we'll contact departures. That's the stop altitude on the SID. And 128.8. Let's just turn that down slightly. And that's active. Warsaw approach, hello, it's Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. We're on a Zimba 7 Golf passing 4,900 for 6,000.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, that's approach, hello, you're identified, climb now, flight level 200, set squawk 4572.
Squawk 4572 and climb flight level 200, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. 4572. VNAV, set standards. 4572.
Warsaw approach, Alpaca 343, flight level 150.
Now to takeoff checklist.
343, that's hello, set squawk 4573, stop climb flight level 150.
Air conditioning and pressurization 2.2.
4573 and flight level 150.
Set. Oop, bit early for that. Recall, there we are, takeoff check's complete. On our way, guys. Sits quite long and eventually take us to the left. And it looks to be plenty of room. Yeah, it looks good. In the US, it's 6,000 feet in the airport or 1 miles off the end for the same SID. Really interesting, though. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm really pleased how we actually dealt with that. You know, I think we coordinated it all really well. I don't know if I've just noticed in the mod there's sort of like a washed out blue on the screen, sort of like a. It's not. This is probably. This should be white. Looks like a bit washed out. Otherwise, it's better than it was. Still too dark, but clouds look okay, and the actual atmosphere looks really nice. I just noticed Fly Live up here. The banner at the top's not updating, but I think that's because we're actually flying. Yeah, between the two. Look, still. I think that's why it's not updated. We're passing 105 for 200, let's do the pre-cruise checks. Fuel, 6 pumps, we've got 600 centre. Lights coming off. APU's off, pressurisation 3.5 set. Now we can release passengers, recall. There we are, pre-cruise checks complete.
Unfortunately, you're leaving my airspace now. No radar services available. Monotone, come 132, decimal 8 on my.
There we are.
Warsaw approach, Alpaca 9 Hotel Yankee, lined up runway 29. Alpaca 9 Hotel Yankee, that's hello, set squawk 4551, it's 16 back 7 Golf departure. Thank you, repeat the squawk please, and the 7 Golf departure.
ZVEX. Ah! Where's my iPad gone? I forgot. How to manage that. So it's going to be a steep turn now to Xenon.
Warsaw approach, good afternoon, Walker 1521, is passing 2,700 feet. 1521, that's Quine Origin, 4554, correction, 4550.
Love that flyby view.
50, Walker 1521.
Now once they, you know, the fact that it's default textures, I think if you're flying this sort of IFR, to Kimber, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Kimber? Zimba? It's got to be Zimba, isn't it? I said Kimber. Zimba. Let's execute it. Our nav is engaged.
Tower up
696 on taxiway Alpha.
Alpaca 696, that's fine ownership. Continue taxi via Alpha.
Perfect. So I don't know if this controller maybe just saw the traffic and came online, or he was part of the guy who said that there'll be ATC, but it might not be the fact Sim Ukraine's fault. Maybe he did get ATC and they said they were private, and then maybe someone dropped out. Mason, thanks for the 11 months, buddy. Feels like ages have sent one of these. Have flown from Tenerife to Bratislava. Now on my way to Kyiv. Always love these group flights. Thank you very much, Mason. Wow, that's some serious amount of flying you've been doing today as well. Awesome. Thanks for taking part. We have guys that do. They come in from all over the place. They come in from like where they actually live in real life. 2 tons is flies literally from each group flight to group flight.
696 cleared to runway 29, squawk 4552, and it's XIMBA 7 Golf.
Alpaca 696, your readback is correct. Continue now via Alpha, 1.29.
Alpaca 696, continue on Alpha to runway 29. Approach regular afternoon to the sea, Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, Echo 4 short of runway 29, ready to copy clearance to Kyiv.
Is it Kiev or Kyiv? Kiev, Kyiv. I've heard so many different pronunciations. Mason from Tenerife was only 4 hours 20, assisted by tailwind along the way. And then to is I've heard different pronunciations, especially from the media, really. Checks. Vertical speed. Let's have a little look at the VATSIM map then. Oh yes. Looking good, guys. And it looks like they're all staffing up there in Ukraine. We've got approach tower, 2 approach controllers. Very good. I'll be ready. The Ukrainian pronunciation is key. Thanks, Dave. Blocked. Oh, he heard it though. He heard it. I thought it might be for me, that's why I said blocked.
Alpaca 23 Lima, same to you. Unfortunately, radar service available, 122.1.
Yeah, he said approach controller, so I don't think he can do much more than this. Give him a nudge, might be over to Unicom again.
9 Papa Delta, 515. Stations at once, jet travel 7489, welcome to Warsaw, passengers to stand number 18 via Alpha, Oscar and Mike.
Stand 18 via Alpha, Oscar and Mike, just past 799,
Here with 8 Papa Delta.
Pete, I think we changed the Ukrainian pronunciation, yeah, I think so. Yeah, the English one was the Russian version, makes sense, we changed the Ukrainian name. Oh, very good, yeah.
Lila 6 Golf departure via runway 29 and squawk 4563 with Papa Delta.
8 Papa Delta, readback is correct information Delta current.
What information Delta was
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo request further climb.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo climb, flight level 240.
Flight level 240, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. 240 set.
343, unfortunately leaving my airspace, radar services terminated, minus Unicom 122, destinate, bye-bye.
Lauren, last Alpaca finally pushing at Bratislava, very cool, I guess that's you. Domino Messina 30 months, thank you. YouTube wants me to use this message, so here I am. Hope you're happy now, YouTube. How does it work, guys? Does it? Are you? Basically, it's a perk. Members get 1 free highlighted comment per month. But I don't know. You guys remind. Well, did they email you, Domino Messina, to use that? I don't know. But thank you for using it. Now I've actually managed to turn down the sound. It's a little less intrusive. It used to be much louder, the ding.
Thank you, Bravo. Thank you. Clear to your destination, 5 flight and route. New flight checks in back 7 Golf, runway 29 and set spot 45.
See, when the weather's like this, unless you're looking outside all the time, it doesn't actually worry me so much about having ortho. I certainly want it for VFR. Thanks, Dave. 29 months. Are we doing the return sector with a load of Ukrainian vodka? I don't unfortunately have time. Feel free to do so. Ugh. What on earth is that? Looks like bacteria on a microscope.
Uniform Kilo, shortly my airspace and radars offline. 1 Unicom 122.8. Enjoy the flight. Bye bye.
122.8. Thank you very much for coming online for the ATC. Have a nice afternoon. Alpaca 33 Uniform Kilo. Bye.
You can too, bye.
Perfect. Over to Unicom. Yeah, I'm not sure if he was part of the original request for ATC. There's no ATC now, so we'll go straight up to 37. Yeah, it was nice of him to come on and coordinate the departures. And for those of you who are still on the ground, I mean, I'll find out what happened. Ukrainian vodka, my goodness. Donna Mosina, there was this blue pop-up over the text window that I have one highlighted message available. Ah, okay. Interesting. Anyway, 370 set on the overhead panel, MCP, and on the cruise page. We'll be at top of descent in about an hour and 40 minutes. Control column's making a lot of excessive inputs. Master caution of fuel, 30 kilos, center box coming off. So yeah, sort of, the autopilot is making a lot of inputs in roll here. And I think it's to do with the flight directors moving quite a lot, look, left, right. So the flight director for some reason is oscillating left and right. It shouldn't be doing this as the pitch is up and down. And obviously the autopilot's, it's responding to that. I'm not sure why we're getting this oscillation here. Let me just match the heading, go heading select. Oh, actually no, we're approaching the next waypoint. Let me just get past Nakev and Omarva. When we're inbound to Ustil, we'll see if we can have a look at this oscillation. Domino Mosina, weather looks like those things that you see with your eyes sometimes. I know exactly what you're on about. What are they called? Sometimes you get it. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like if you're straining. Be careful what I say here. Straining or something like that. You can see those. They've got a name. I used to get them a lot when I was young. I don't really anymore. They look like something in a petri dish, and just zoomed in. Clearly not modelled, or what they seem to be depicting. All of these little clouds. Floaters. That's the word, Ostroju. Yeah, floaters. They do look like floaters. I don't know what the Polish would be for that. I've never seen. So, the lighting's actually a little better now with the low sun and the shadows with the buttons on the MCP, but it's a little darker, but it's much better than it was last time I had this. I think it's going to be because the sun's behind me. Mate, so I'm not planning on getting Explain 12 for the next couple of months, most likely once I get a new PC with better storage. Yeah, so I said I haven't streamed Explain 11 since Explain 12 has come out. That's because the mod is compatible and is being updated. And I said I'd be waiting a little longer. However, I'm sort of sat on the fence with it really, because I can do the group flights, I can go online. I do like the visual update. So there's devs updating for the sim. Yeah, I don't know. I still have Explain 11 installed. It's all working still. But with aircraft coming over here, Tolis actually got in contact asking if I'd like to preview their Airbus, which has been updated for Explain 12 as well, which I do need to reply to. So yeah, I'm sort of sat on the fence with it really. Whether I'm not quite ready to uninstall Explain 11, but I don't really see when I'm going to use it again. I've been holding off streaming for the MD 11 for I said I'd stream it over a month and a half ago, and I had it all updated, even downloaded the Ortho. But I've just been so busy, and my roster came out for October, and it's absolutely crazy. I'm so busy in October. It's been like that every month for 4 or 5 months now. Then November comes, the winter season kicks in, and touch wood, it should be quieter. But next month I am flat out. I've got some standbys next week. But then after that, no standbys. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully the max though. Hopefully I'll jump into a max next month. But when I fly the max for the first time, I'll let you guys know. And well, we don't call it max, but I'll utilise Discord and the Discord stage there, and I'll sort of have a little mini blog about my first impression flying it. Polish didn't know that. But you've got long flights, 4 sector days last one. Pretty much, I've got lots of Canaries, which are long 2 sector days, and I've got a lot of 4 sector days. I've got a lot of these 4 sectors, which is sort of UK to south of France, and then back to UK, then to Spain. So long 4 sector days. I've got some 4 sector Italy, Spain sectors as well, and they're sort of 11, 12-hour days, which doesn't sound like a normal shift, but they are busy, quite intensive. If the weather's bad as well, and there's an awful lot of slots at the moment, more so than usual, and it's mostly due to ATC staff shortages, or the French on strike. Had some killer slots this season. So where's the border? Let's do what we do at my operator, which is we'll put on the FR boundaries here, so we know when we're crossing into Ukraine. Obviously, right now, in reality, we couldn't fly this sector. The airspace is closed. But nice that we can at least do it online. So here's the boundary to Kyiv. 3 minutes afterwards we're at Vabod, so Ustil 26 minutes, then 26 minutes. So Ustil's the FIR boundary, so we're actually going to probably be quite close to it. Yeah, 71 miles. So this waypoint here is the FIR boundary with Poland and Ukraine. There we are. So that's why I've depicted it there. So we're entering Ukrainian airspace at Ustil. Soon after top of climb. Mason, will you have to be with a training captain? Oh, you retracted the message. I think you're asking, will I have to be with a training captain going on specs? No, we'll literally just get rostered onto it and fly it. The only thing is we've done the differences training in the sim last year, and we have already completed it with a full online course on differences, and also there's a PDF document to review. But otherwise, no. It's not completely different engines, but it's similar, and it's been built to fly like the NG. Alex van der Paas, hello all, late to the party, thought it was 4, but it's already 5. It is, I guess you're a little bit further east you are. How is everyone? We're all very well here. All doing very well. Hope you're doing well too. Don't know, we've seen 2 weeks ago, Wizz Air recovered their A320 from Lviv, so they had to coordinate with Ukraine agency to reopen the IFR. I'm not sure how they managed that, Domino Mosina. Not sure at all. I saw West Atlantic had an overrun though this morning. I posted that on the Discord. In Montpellier, they've closed the airport there. 737-400. Quite a long runway, but looking at the weather at the time, it was heavy rain, so it looks like they might have had a slippy when wet runway. But it's also it's quite a longish runway. It's about 2,500 meters long. So yeah, not sure what happened there. Yeah, overruns are unfortunately one of the most common instances that happens when there's an aircraft accident. 40, 50 years ago, the most common reasons were sort of, well, not really most common. I mean, human factors is usually the main reason there's accidents in aviation. It's especially with the reliability of aircraft these days. 40, 50 years ago, there's certainly more of a maintenance action. Also, aircraft are a lot more complex, whereas today they're a lot more simpler to operate. But so accidents 40, 50 years ago, the most common ones were controlled flight into terrain, loss of control in flight. Nowadays, it's overruns. Runway overruns is the most common accident in aviation. So people, you know, flight crew running off the ends of the runway, on most commonly landing, also on takeoff as well. So yeah, that's what's happened in Montpellier. And I think there was another 737 that got damaged. They had got a bit beat up. Someone shared with me today. I think it was a 737 had a ground vehicle taxi into the side of it, caused you know, wrote off the aircraft. It was that hard. So a lot of 737s getting beat up around the world. So, looking at the... Oh no, I was trying to think, yeah, why is it taking longer to cruise? But we were at flight level 200 for 4 minutes, which would make sense. Yeah, 1,000 feet per minute, this weight's quite normal. Everything's tickety-boo though so far. Yeah, the Vulcan at Wellesbourne, they were doing ground taxi runs there. They went over the N2. Oh wow, they had the transponder off. Andy, yeah, Andy, I think you might have just missed the last 3 minutes of the stream. That's just what we were talking about. The overrun in Montpellier. That's what started the conversation. It was a West Atlantic 400, 737-400.
1,000 to go.
Checked. There's the FIR boundary. Look at the VATSIM map. Oh, look at this. Bratislava, Lviv arrivals. I think most of the guys have left there. And we also have... yeah, they're definitely landing on 3.6 by the looks of it. So we'll plan... I think we'll switch that over to 3.6 left. And they've got this point merge arrival here. So probably less holding and more staying on the point merge arrival until they can rattle us off into the approach. Great to see loads of you here though. Awesome guys. There we are, 37,000 feet. Looks like those oscillations in roll have sorted itself out, but you can see that there's... Look how the flight director in roll is sort of... It's a very slight oscillation there, and the autopilot is reacting by making lots of little inputs there. Usually, it's very, you know, it's very stationary here. Same with speedboat; they shouldn't be linked together. We do have some wind up here. ZIBO was sort of concerned that live weather and the winds above 10,000 feet weren't exactly working, but we'll see what the expected wind was meant to be at. Or still, 306 of 42. Yeah, it's a little bit different to be fair. It should be bang on. 306.42, 079 at 10, so it could be happy. We could have some issues with speeds. I don't think live weather in X-Plane 12 is quite right. At upper levels, that is. No problem, Andy. If you are busy flying, that's why you missed the conversation. Any music? I'll put some like tunes on in the background. In the cruise. Let's have a little look here. So it's a good job I didn't download the ortho. It's usually sod's law. I download all this ortho and it's cloudy, and look, it's getting a little more overcast over here. But yeah, when you're in the cruise up here, it doesn't really matter. Unless you're looking directly down like this. Obviously, I'd prefer to have it though. Oops, I just knocked the rudder there, which is why the aircraft's rolling. Mason, had a look at the overrun on FR24. Seemed to be unstabilised and fast. It's well over 1,000 feet per minute, 600 feet. You know, it's easy to criticise sat on the sofa or sat in the chair here in the office, but yeah, overruns, you know, all start off from one thing, and that's usually an unstabilised approach. So if you're doing in excess of 1,000 feet per minute, 600 feet, alarm bells are ringing already. You know, we have stabilised approach criteria for a reason, and that's one reason not to overrun. And I'd put money on the fact, Mason, they probably landed halfway down the runway, if not a third of the way down the runway. It's a 2,400 metre runway. It's a long runway. The aircraft 737 routinely lands at airports with runways less than 1,800 metres. It's 2,500 metres in Montpellier, so you know it's easy to criticise, and I don't know any of the facts here, but if they're doing it in excess of 1,000 feet per minute, you know they landed long there, guys. Very easy to sit here and say without seeing, but that's why I'm always very careful. We all are at my operator regarding stabilised approach criteria. It is simply a go around whenever it's bust. It's simply go around. That's it. Go around, ask questions later. And my operator has a zero, but you know, a no blame policy for go arounds. Literally, you go around, they will never, ever, ever. You know, we file a report, but they'll never query your decision. They won't ever go, oh, you could have landed. They will never, ever query that decision. Which is good. Yeah, right attitude to take. Yeah, there was, Henry. Yeah, there was. Yeah, poor West Atlantic. They've had a few little incidents here. There was aircraft in Exeter. I think didn't get written off. It was a hard landing. Exeter is a short runway. The aircraft's having a right little. Oh! I think live weather updated, right. Let's get everything here. Wings level, max continuous thrust. The auto throttle disconnected. Oh my goodness me, I think we might have just about to stall. Right, let's just get max continuous thrust up here. So I think the auto throttle disconnected. And thank goodness I saw the aircraft about to fall out the sky and I didn't go to the toilet. So max continuous thrust is set. Oh, perfect timing. We'll try and recover the speed here. Now sometimes the only option is to descend if you can't get the speed to recover. Something funky going here. The wind's definitely changed. Look, it's more like live weather now. Anyway, I don't like what the autopilot's doing here, so I'm just going to disconnect it and go wings level here, try and get the speed recovered. Why is everything happening at once? So this would require a report. Fine. We just passed the FIR boundary, which is why we're being told to contact ATC.
5CO. 135.150, Alpaca 1 kilo.
Yeah, we're struggling to recover the altitude here. The aircraft's actually behaving exactly as it would, and we're on the back of the drag curve here, so we're really struggling to recover that airspeed. Ukraine radar, hello, it's Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, maintaining flight level 370 inbound to Vabod.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, good afternoon, Lviv, radar identified, maintain flight level 370, continuous follow.
As cleared, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Our speed is slowly recovering. Wow, that was close.
Alpaca 23 Lima reporting.
So it looks like the live weather's updated. Struggling here. It's a good job I spotted that. If I went to the toilet, it would have been game over. Would have been in a stalled.
Decimal 79, Alpaca 343. Alpaca 343.
Yeah, I think the other fuel is struggling here.
75, please. Mach 74. Mach decimal 75, Alpaca 343.
Yeah, I don't like this. It's not very accurate. These are independent. They shouldn't be connected like this. The speed bug is independent to the MMO, VMO speed tape. And the auto throttle should be on. It should be setting 98.9 here. What frequency on Bismarck? So when you pass Ustil, you'll be asked to contact Ukrainian Centre and it'll be on 13405. There we are. Speed should come to a safe speed now. Again, it is a little buggy at the moment in X-Plane 12. There's this constant like oscillation in roll, and the speed bug should not be moving at all, and it seems to be linked to this speed here. Something weird going on in the background there. Anytime, Bismarck.
Good evening.
Is Active Sky work on X-Plane 12 version? I have no idea. Live weather is better. The implementation is still better. So Vabod, looks like live weather has updated.
Continue 350, walk 1521. Hello, Alpaca
Vabod.
level 350, just inbound you still.
So wind should be 312 at 43. Yeah, so the live weather seems to definitely updated now. It seems to be much better. There we are, back to our top of the speed.
Egypt Air 14 Mike, you see afternoon Lviv radar identified, continue climb at level 270.
That's better. Disaster averted.
Ukraine International 255, request for descent.
Great here, Ukrainian International.
Ukraine International 255, 37 at level 200.
Flight level 200, Ukraine International 255.
You can see, there's just a little oscillation and roll here. It should be perfectly still.
Suite 763, welcome back.
A little less thrust. There we go. Put the music back on now. Yeah, there's a little bit of roll here. It's just constantly oscillating. It is a little bugged. Whoa. These roll inputs would keep you on your toes, that's for sure. So, I think that's me. The Alpaca 33 uniform kilo and decimal 78.
Yeah, decimal 78 kilo, 3 uniform kilo, sorry.
Perfect. So, I think we're landing on the runway 36, do we? So we're going to go for 36 left.
Walk out 1521 speed.
And the star for 36 left. It's going to be
Walk out 1521, thank you.
Solo Vivka to Victor. Okay. So let's change that now. So after Sierra Lima Victor, we need to route to BBW01. Or not. Let's get this right. Sierra Lima Victor to BBW01. Why is that not matching the chart? Interesting. Still, we've got a different arrival here. Oh no, hold on. Sierra Lima Victor.
Ukraine control, very good to you.
Sula.
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, flight level 330, direct to Fabot.
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, very good afternoon.
Bravo 672.
Continuous file, flight level 330.
Oh, I think I've selected the
Continuous
wrong
file, 330
arrival here.
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot.
Alpaca 23 Lima, contact Kyiv, radar on 135.15, goodbye.
135.15, Alpaca 23 Lima, bye-bye.
Alpaca 343, contact Kyiv, radar on 135.15, goodbye.
Ah, Solovika. No, it's Solovika 2 Victor.
Alpaca 343.
Ah, that's because I selected the wrong arrival.
With the Lufthansa 151.
There we are, that's better.
Airline runway 31, with you.
That's the one.
154, very good afternoon, Lviv, radar identified.
So we're going to go 36 left, see what happens when we get there later.
Can you climb to level 270, Lufthansa 151? Radar, good evening, Alpaca 906, maintaining 370 inbound, Nalbe.
Alpaca 907 X-ray, very good afternoon, Lviv, radar identified. Continuous file, at level 370.
Where are you?
Continuous file, 370, Alpaca 906 X-ray.
Oh, so this is both a 36 left, 36 right. That's really cool. So we can easily just change it. And last minute, look at 636, they break you off via Laned or Runos, depending on which one you're using. So for 36 left, we're going to go via Laned, which is there. That's really cool. I've never seen an arrival like that. 36 right's in use. I've just landed with no delay. Okay.
Uniform Alpha, contact Kyiv, radar on 135.
We'll get there at the end.
135 150, thanks for the service Alpha, for Uniform Alpha.
And that's going to be the other Sonic Cavina arrival. 2 whiskey. That's going to go via Runos.
Alpaca 22 Golf, contact Kyiv, radar 122.7, correction, 135.15. See you.
So we've just got the default airport. I looked at it, it looked great.
Golf, thank you, bye.
International 255, descend to altitude 4,000 feet, transition level 110, KNH 1017.
Descend altitude 4,000, transition level, fly level 110, and KNH 1017, confirm.
What is
International
that?
255.
Ukraine International 255, affirm.
Yep.
Bravo. Bravo. I'm trying to work out where this chart is. Delta. God, I just don't like Jeppy charts. It's here, isn't it? Yeah.
And guns 151, not above 5 minutes, please.
5 minutes, thank you, Lieutenant 151.
No, scuff that one. So this taxiway here, Alpha Bravo, and there's Delta. It's just a bit difficult to understand on these charts sometimes. Charlie 3. There's Charlie 3. Right, I'll start taking a approach shortly. Just got major roll oscillations. Henry, are you in the mod as well in X-Plane 12? Definitely some funky stuff going on. The live weather seems to be all good. Yeah, they need to. X-Plane need to dampen out this variable wind and gusts. You know how it constantly changes. The wind direction's like constantly changing as well, because it's having a major impact. You can see that the trail speed's changing constantly, and it's having an impact on this. But this not correctly.
Austrian 785,
Chopin looks good.
climbing at level 06. Austrian 75, very good afternoon. Leave radar
250 below
identified,
100.
at level 1. Can you climb Portic 0, thank you.
32548.
International 255, just to confirm, it's 1017 or 1037?
327. 10,31320.
1017.
Yeah, 1017.
Excuse. Now Q&H should be interesting. Or maybe I think you might have just said the Q&H to him there, but there's no... I can't find any latest weather information or any information for
Walker 1521.
Kyiv.
Request to resume with normal
Now I
speed.
think what Kyiv might do is, I don't know, or the live weather might be using like some sort of feed from somewhere else to sort of like, you know, interpolate local QNH and then basically get that to work correctly. 1013, brother. Okay, it could actually be that because it was 1016 or 1015 now in Warsaw, I think.
Walker 1521, resume normal speed control.
30 kilos, try and get that fuel out the sensor tank.
Alpaca 33, uniform kilo, contact Kyiv, rated on 135.15, needs to be the take rating, goodbye.
Thank you, 135.15, Alpaca 33, uniform kilo face ATC, sir, bye bye.
Left heading 270. Turn left heading 270, Alpaca 31, kilo papa. Alpaca 71, contact Kyiv radar.
There's definitely something funky here going with weather low, look. I think because I'm in X-Plane 12, look at the height difference here. 2323, something ain't right. Look at the height difference here. 300 feet, these should be 1,000, 2,000. So I think there's something funky going on in X-Plane 12's weather.
Actually, turn left, I say again, left turn direct Sierra Lima Victor and hold as published.
Uh-oh. Busy, busy.
Turn left, Sierra Lima Victor and hold established. Alpaca 31 kilo papa. Alpaca 57 Mike, turn right direct Sierra Lima Victor.
I'm probably one of the few people using X-Plane 12. There's definitely something funky going on here, look at the heights. Look at this, at 37,300.
Alpaca 343, descent flight level 250, hold over Sierra Lima Victor as published. Down to 240 and hold as published, Alpaca 343.
Yeah, so buggy here, X-Plane 12.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, descent flight level 260, hold over Sierra Lima Victor as published. Descend to flight level 260, hold over Sierra Lima Victor as published, Alpaca 2 Tango Lima.
Busy, busy.
Alpaca, correction, Great International 3 Papa Golf, contact Lviv, frequency 124.
New updated weather in Microsoft flights working well, had some nice gusts on final. Yeah, I've heard about that. Yeah, X-Plane 12 is very, something's fishy at the moment. Because I'm at 30...
Alpaca 125, Alpaca 125, cancel the hold, descent flight level 150. Cancel hold, descent flight level 150, Alpaca 125. Alpaca 125, contact the Kyiv radar, frequency 124.675.
So we can expect some holding, I think. This could be a problem though with X-Plane 12 weather. Ukraine radar, hello, it's Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Maintaining flight level 370 inbound Latva.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, Kyiv radar, good evening, identified, expect Sierra Lima Victor 2 whiskey arrival, ILS 36 right.
Expect the Sierra Lima Victor 2 whiskey arrival for 36 right. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. For information, I'm in X-Plane 12, so there might be a slight altitude discrepancy at the moment.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, okay, that's no problem. Descent flight level 260 and hold over Sierra Lima Victor as published.
Descent flight level 260 and we'll hold at Sierra Lima Victor as published. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Is that 260, guys? For X-Plane 12, I think the weather and the mods have issues together because of problems at the moment. So 260 checked. Out at events, going to do a cruise descent.
Expecting Sierra Lima Victor 2 whiskey arrival for runway 26 right, welcome 1521.
057 left hand turns.
Alpaca 57 Mike, descent flight level 150.
And there's no distance projected here, so at that height we're going to do 1.5 minute legs. Execute it, we can hold for 2 hours 40 based on fuel.
You can recall that speed.
Yeah, they did tell me, Henry, someone's doing their S2 exam. Poor guy. So hopefully when you get lower down, the altitude discrepancy hopefully won't be so bad. Hello, CK UKBB, hope you're doing well. Everyday Normal Geek, it's going to be busy at the hold, it will be.
Alpaca 23 Lima, descent flight level 220.
Sam on Kyiv Tower, poor devil has the apocalypse to deal with, I know. Whoa.
Alpaca 343.
I'd be nervous if I was sat in the aircraft with these sort of roll inputs whilst I'm going straight line. I'd be very nervous. Anyway, started a very gentle descent.
Kyiv Freighter, very good evening. Aeroflot
Gonna start finishing setting up here.
Lidno on the flight level 390.
Aeroflot 2208, Kyiv Freighter, good evening. Identified. Direct to Ronit. Romeo, Oscar, November, India Tango.
Direct to Ronit.
15
Aeroflot
minus the
2208.
VOR. I feel like we're going to lose control in a second.
Kyiv Radar, very good afternoon. Alpaca 1 Alpha November, maintaining flight level 350, direct.
197 for the ILS.
Alpaca 1 Alpha November, Kyiv Radar, good evening. Identified, expect Sierra Lima Victor 2 Whiskey arrival, ILS 36 right. Expecting Sierra Lima Victor 2 Whiskey arrival.
That's Anon.
ILS 36 right, Alpaca 1
ILS is on
Alpha
standby. Course is 356.
25 kilo, contact Kyiv Radar 124 decimal 6.
Oh, these oscillations.
124 decimal 6, Alpaca 230 kilo. Thank you very much, good night. Bye-bye, Alpaca 579, Kyiv Radar 124
Brooks's course is minimums.
13467.
Straight ILS for Cat C 632.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, descent flight level 250. Descent flight level 250, Alpaca 2
What
Tango
is
Lima.
going on here? I genuinely don't know. I don't know what's causing this. I think it's a combination of active SCAR, default X-Plane 12 weather and the mod, and it's just not dealing well with either. So there's constant flight director oscillation in roll, going left and right, and the speed jumping, and it's wreaking havoc on the aircraft. I've not seen this before. This is, if you're using X-Plane 12, I'd say the previous version was better. This is 1.8. I think the one before was a little bit more stable. X-Plane 12 have released some updates since then. Right, there's an NDB there, but we're going to use the VOR and ILS.
Kyiv Radar, Alpaca 998, Kyiv flight level 350.
So let's have a look at our routing inbound.
Delta Oscar Romeo, Echo Romeo. Alpaca 9 Hotel.
So we're going Lapbert Sierra Lima Victor to hold. Holds in the FMC.
To Whiskey arrival, ILS 36 right. We'll spin that arrival to Romeo 36 right, Alpaca 998. Alpaca 1 Alpha November, descent flight level 260,
for a second,
hold over
hold on.
Sierra Lima Victor as published. Descent flight level 260.
So Sierra Lima Victor, there's the hold. Direct entry from there. But once we do get cleared, we're going to go to 01, 9030. She's converted from meters, I guess. 672. I think it's going to be busy. So, you know how I always tell you about making a shortcut? 3,400, 13,000 feet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably put myself at about, ideally, if we're going straight in there, which I don't think we will, 672, 670. So if we're going to go direct straight in like that, it says 3,400, so I'm going to put us about 5,000 feet there. That's still a decent position for a straight in approach, so I'll execute that. VNAV's now going to aim to get us at 5,000 feet here, so we can accept a sort of direct to a 10-mile final at 5,000 feet there. Otherwise, and then we'll just stay level, nice and low, until they turn us in. Depends how busy it is. But yeah, happy with all the waypoints there. Which is sub ATC. Standard RNAV arrival, point merge. There's a feet to meter conversion, so they might be using meters here. And 36 right, we check the routing. ILS frequency courses minimums are in, MSA no terrain issues, northwest the highest, 3,000. So flight level 290 and hold at Sierra Lima Victor as published. Alpaca 39 uniform, 33 uniform kilo. The auto throttle keeps disconnecting as well. I don't know why, because I've not touched it. Why is there such a difference there? Something's really fishy with the mod. We sit arm, so we're just going to go idle and let it go back to FMC speed. Yeah, it's really struggling at the moment. So I have to go around it with climb on track 356, 13 miles, right turn, track to Charlie Yankee NDB, so 960 will make that active.
Down to flight level 300 and hold over Sierra Lima Victor as published, 11521.
Whoa, what is happening here? The weather's really broken. I've got speed brake idle 1,000 feet. Now it's reverted to level. It's reverted to level change, which is correct operation. It should go to level change. What happened to my VNAV profile? 2,800 feet high. Is it because of that restriction I put in? Looks like contour lights. There's 290 now. Oh, really struggling. Right, so we're just going to bring the speed back to 250 knots, so we're expecting to hold. Only 21 miles away there. So yeah, my recommendation if you got X-Plane 12 is hold off this version. I'm not sure why VNAV dived there. I mean, I put an updated altitude in, but it's now showing statically 2,000 feet high. Sorry chat, I was just busy there with the rest of the setup. Greg Scott, imagine having to say that in real life from a different aircraft, so my altitude might be different. Yeah, that would not be ideal. Kieran, you thought the group flight was tomorrow. Whoops. Never mind. Hope you're doing well. Do you find the screens blurry in X-Plane 12? Yes, they are, Kieran. Yeah, they are blurry. Tidsful. I see what you did there, Edo. It's the new Tidsful. Robert, do you plan to fly the 146 of Microsoft Flight Sim again? It's just been updated. Yeah, that would be a cool aircraft to fly again. Did see they were updating it. Domino City, you made it to Kyiv. Well done. Safe flight. Yeah, not just you, Kieran, for sure. You zoom in, it's fine, but it's all over the place here at the moment. Oh, there's an Alpaca 22 Golf down there holding. There he is. Oh, it's gone very quiet on ATC.
Alpaca Liner Hotel Yankee Vector for sequencing, turn left heading 360, please.
Look at this weather. What is going on here? It looks like contour lights. Looks like a Roman Ford. Right, so we're entering the holder. We're still very high, so I don't want to go too slow.
Aerospeed 763, Kyiv radar, good evening, identified, expect Sierra Lima Victor 2 Whiskey arrival, ILS 36 right.
Anyway, I'm going to finish this briefing. So entering the hold here, short loom. Increase the course of minimum change, straight ahead, right turn. Charlie Yankee. So there's the Mr. Brace, Charlie Yankee, 3940. 2960, then climb to 3940, so we'll set 4000. So that's it, happy with that. High test approach lights. Looking good. So 36. ILS 36 right, we're landing on. So 4,000 metres, very, very long here. We'll plan to vacate the first high speed at Alpha 3, which is about halfway. So let's call it 2,000 metres. Going to burn 700 kilos, 63 watts, so still below max anyway, about 2 tonnes. Flap 30 order brake, 2 should be good for Alpha 3. Entering the hold here. There's Alpaca 1 Alpha November. Just make sure it holds here with the aircraft being a little bit buggy at the moment. Seems to be doing the right thing. Direct entry, left turn. It's just the separation's a bit of a dodgy because of the altitude. Ability to maintain altitude struggled. Flight 30 order break 3, second D10, vacate Alpha 3, we'll vacate onto Bravo, and then we'll taxi Bravo, which is inside of Delta, in via one of the Charlie gates. 3-2 or 2-1 or Charlie, and then we'll find a stand that way. There we are. Left turn holding here. So don't worry if it doesn't fly that, it's not to scale. A giant fingerprint. Anyway, we're entering the hold. Oh, it's busy. But they're getting aircraft in. It's known as the G aircraft. Oh, looks like we're parking up here on this apron here. Oh, look at the weather, what it's doing here. That's not bad. Look at scattered conditions. Check, look, 14.5. It could be to do the fact there's no local weather, accurate weather information here. Sun setting now. Good job I didn't download Ortho. On your last, probably good Tony's records I can hold over Sierra Lima Victor for nearly an hour, that's good. This reckons we can hold for about 41 minutes. Sort of makes sense, I reckon we can hold a bit longer than that.
Alpaca 1 Alpha November, do you have the Solum waypoint on your database, Sierra Uniform Lima Uniform Mike? Stand by, Alpaca 1 Alpha
Busy in the hold here.
Could we have the waypoint again, sorry, for Alpaca 1 Alpha November? It's Sierra Uniform Lima Uniform Mike.
Who knows, we're gonna get down, but we knew it'd be busy. Alright, Drifty.
Roger, we have the waypoint, Alpaca 1 Alpha November.
It seems to have settled down a little bit, the oscillations.
Roger, stand by one.
Top descent's it's a bit balked.
Alpaca 9 Cherokee confirmed heading series correction 360.
Hotel Yankee affirmative.
And you've landed that incident. Landing Kyiv AC was great. Great to hear, Janandi.
Lieutenant 151, maintaining to level 270 BT. That's a 151 Kyiv radar, good evening, identified. For now, flight heading 110, please.
Yeah, that's right, bought plenty of fuel today. 458, we needed... How much to divert? Was it 3 tons? To mould over. So yeah, 3.1 tons to divert, and we've got 5.2, so we've got about 50 minutes, 45-50 minutes of holding fuel. Vince, thanks all for another great log effort. It's nearly midnight here, so I won't stick around for the giveaway. It'll be a nice surprise in the morning. Oh, Vince, confident. He's going to win. Thanks a lot for taking part there, Vince. Really appreciate it. Have a lovely evening. I guess you're over in Australia way, so take care, buddy. Oh no, Stephen had to quit during the climb due to family emergency. All under control now. I hope you got it all sorted, buddy. Sounds like you have. Yeah, 290, but they are 600 feet below. That's an issue. Some funky oscillations going on still. But it seems to be holding reasonably well.
Where are you? Okay, Alpaca Flight Tango Bravo. For now, maintain flight level 350 and turn left heading 320, please.
Yeah, it sounds busy down there. For that Walker, we've got the Alpacas holding as well. 2-2 Golf being sent away. And we're in the sequence. Some guys are being vectored all the way down there. I think they're on the full arrival maybe. Or coming in from a different airport. There's something very funky going on.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, descent flight level 150. Descent 150 to Tango Lima. Alpaca 9 Hotel Yankee, turn right heading 105. Papa 5, 6 Golf, correction, Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, right heading 115, please. Right heading 115, Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot.
There we go.
Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa, turn left direct to Sulum, I say again direct to Sulum, Sierra Uniform, Lima Uniform Mike.
Busy, busy.
Direct to Sulum, Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa. Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa from Sulum, join the Sulum for Whiskey arrival, descent flight level 160.
So default explain 12 down there. I mean, when the conditions like this, you can sort of forego the scenery. Especially if they include the cloud, improve the clouds. Seems to be like a ski wrap of clouds over here. Not sure what's going on. It was a gamble using Explain 12 today. It's sort of half paid off so far.
Aerospeed 763, descent flight level 290 for now, please.
I like how the wing shakes, the turbulence. Not the turbulence, the oscillations. Well, let's see, Laura. Let's see. Every MOGF I've ever done, 33 members only group flights, 33 flights. The ZIBO mod sort of is a thing. It is a theme. You guys really convinced me to take an Airbus on a group flight once, but I changed my mind last minute.
Just confirm heading 150 degrees, Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey.
Affirmative. Alpaca 31 Kilo, turn left direct to Sulum and clear Sulum for Whiskey.
Alpaca 31 Kilo, I think.
Alpaca 31 Kilo, Papa.
He gone.
Alpaca 31 Kilo, Papa, turn left direct to Sulum and join the Sulum for Whiskey arrival.
Sweet.
Turn left to Sulum and join the Sulum for Whiskey arrival. Alpaca 31 Kilo, Papa. Alpaca 9 Hotel Yankee.
That sky goes lovely.
It's
good just turning constantly there. Pixely clouds. Kyiv is one of the arrival airfields across the pond. This is like training for them, I'm sure. Yeah, they mentioned that. Really cool that they included Kyiv. Got a Lufthansa here. Oh, it's getting darker quickly, isn't it?
Sorry, please again. Yeah, turn right by 20 degrees, right by 20 degrees. Heading 130,
Right 20.
Affirmative. Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, turn left direct Sierra Lima Victor, resume the
I
arrival.
think he said right 20, not 130. That's going to cause problems.
Sierra Lima Victor, assume the arrival, Alpaca 2, take on Lima. Alpaca 9 Yankee, we have the 904 Whiskey to pop arrival.
There's something going on with the live weather here, look.
Join the 94 Whiskey arrival and
Constantly
level
climbing.
150.
So at the moment, live weather has improved regarding things, but I think they still need to work out on dampening the wind, so maybe active sky will be sort of needed, or unless they improve it.
Special code calls and only?
Because certainly for active sky is a must for X-Men 11.
Please say again, left flight on 04.
November Golf Lima 8904. What's your position, sir?
So there's 4 on the hold here, 5. Aircraft behind is 1,000 feet above this and 1,000 feet below. So I'd say out of everyone in the hold here. If you look here up here, look at the altitude. Here. So 500 feet high.
Correction, Egypt Air, 1 for Robert Mike, turn left direct to Sulum, Sierra Uniform Lima, Uniform Mike.
Struggling.
Flight level 150.
Henry, you got a cheeky nanny 4 whiskey detour. Very cheeky. Different style. Hopefully they'll use both runways. It looks like they're only using 3-6 right to land.
Alpha Freighter, good evening, identified. Flight heading 040 and expect the Nadir for Whiskey arrival. Is again Nadir for Whiskey
So it's getting
arrival.
another nanny arrival.
Left heading 040, expecting Zinani for whiskey arrival, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha.
So 94 whiskies.
Expect ILS 36 right.
It's coming in from the north.
ILS 36 right for Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, thank you.
So there you go.
Alpaca 343, descent flight level 200. Say again, 4343.
So Nani is from the north, look. So it joins onto the same RNAV transition, but coming in from the north.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, contact Kyiv radar 124.6 light.
Oh, that's nice. Superb.
Alpaca 6 Romeo Recto 6 Golf Foxtrot, flight direct to Nanir and join the Nanir for whiskey arrival.
Chasing Alpaca 4-6 whiskey in the hold.
Nanir for whiskey arrival, Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot. Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot is at flight level 150.
Look at this turbulence.
Flight level 150, Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot. Papa Bravo Max Sierra. Papa Bravo Max Sierra, give radar, good evening, identified.
Aircraft in the hold over there as well.
Vector for sequence, turn back heading 180, please.
It's so bumpy with the oscillations, I can't really see clearly. Alpaca 343. Well, we've been holding for about 10 minutes. Fuel situation's okay. We've got 545. 5 on board.
Sierra Lima Victor and descent flight level 150.
Need 3. We've still got plenty of fuel.
Center Alpaca 696 inbound to Budok at flight level 350. Alpaca 696 keep radar, good evening, identified, expect the Sierra Lima Victor.
And that is once round the hold. Oh, it seems to have deleted our original routing. Ah, look what X-Plane does now. It gets rid of your original routing. It's like a snake. It actually flew inbound nicely on the M70.
Alpaca 343, descent flight level 150. Flight level 150, Alpaca 343. Alpaca 343, cancel the hold and
chill. Kyiv 80, we drew alpacas tonight. There will be. It's so dark in here.
Alpaca 46 whiskey, descent flight level 200. Descent flight level 200, Alpaca 46 whiskey. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, descent flight level 210.
Descent flight level 210, Alpaca 3 uniform kilo.
Alpaca 1 Alpha November,
So 210, that's good. Vertical speed 1,000 feet per minute.
124.67, Alpaca 1 Alpha November, thank you. Lufthansa 151, turn left direct to Sulum, and from Sulum, join the Sulum for whiskey arrival. Turn left direct Sulum, after Sulum, continue Sulum for whiskey arrival.
Looking good.
Lufthansa 151, that is correct.
SEK UK Mail, my first member stream, pretty nice and chilled, liking it. Yeah, a lot of people like this. It just gives you a benefit just to be away from the hustle and bustle of the normal stream. A lot of guys here have been here for well over a year and a half, 2 years, some of them 3 years. This is the 33rd members group flight stream I've done. But I hope you're enjoying your time as a member anyway. And utilising the Discord. Feel free to ask any questions, DM me if you have any.
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, descent flight level 150.
So hopefully we get a little bit closer to the ground.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, your frequency?
The height deviation won't be as large. There's obviously an issue with live weather here. So.
Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, okay, yes, I'm sorry. Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, fly direct to Nanir and descent flight level 150.
At least we're in the descent now.
Descent flight level 150, Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha. Alpaca 5 Tango Bravo, turn left heading 180. Left heading 180, Alpaca 5 Tango Bravo. Let's descent. Station calling Cosanoli. Request descent. Aerospeed 343, wait, where are you, sir? Aerospeed 343, yes, sir. You can continue the arrival and descend flight level 150.
I just got a message from the Ukrainian event organizer, RE Polish. ATC said he did. Very sorry to hear that there was no Polish ATC. Informed Polish staff find the event manager ECFMP service. Not sure what that is, but we still didn't get a reply. But the guy on the event manager told me that he will try to sort it out, and he didn't. So sorry. There we go. That's no problem at all. I said, don't worry about it at all. We managed it really well. So thanks to the guys for leaving Warsaw, doing it in such a well coordinated manner. Oh, everyday normal geek. You're still in Lviv radar, getting delayed vectors. It is super busy over here. Super busy. They're doing well. It won't be long until I can't see what's going on. Now, as we're getting a little low, I can start slowing down, save a bit of fuel that way. It goes to 220 knots now.
124.6, valve stack to 343. Aerospeed 763. Okay, sorry, I got a bit confused here. Aerospeed 763. Are you in my frequency?
That's cool.
763, confirm.
That's it.
Aerospeed 763.
Swiss?
Okay, sorry. Okay, let's do something. Flight heading 080, please. Heading 080 and stop descent flight level 300.
So busy. Now, Ukraine Navy did decide to publish a Lviv Ukraine shuttle event as well on top of this. But I think they're doing okay.
Please confirm cleared level for Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha. Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha, you can descend flight level 150.
Let's see, I'm just having a look on VATSIM to see which airport's the busiest. Kyiv is the 5th busiest airport on VATSIM. It's the 2nd busiest based on arrivals. Kyiv out of the whole VATSIM network has got 2nd most arrivals behind Bucharest, whether they're doing an event or not, I'm not sure, but they're doing a job.
Alpaca 696, do you have lower for me? Alpaca 696, yes sir, descent flight level 230.
Controller's very calm. That was good. Very nuclear explosion-esque.
What's the waypoint?
Very bright there. Still need to work on that slightly. The lighting's very nice. Just very pixely. And if you zoom in, it's a bit better, but if you zoom out, it's a bit. I'm going to turn off weather radar as well. Yeah, because it's not the best depiction. No, the train's not working. I think I need to install the train plugin.
You will maintain flight level 15, correction, maintain heading 150 degrees, descend flight level 160, Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey.
Look sir, 8904, descend flight level 150
Holding well there.
and direct to Sulum.
Now, I don't want to be too critical of the weather engine because, remember, I don't know how exactly. I don't know exactly how they're getting the weather in the sim here because obviously this part of the world there's no META or TAF for the weather to interpolate. Or interpolate, but they're having to probably interpolate from weather at the nearest airports, which is causing a bit of a mixed match. Hey James French, doing well? Locked.
Alpaca 3-1 uniform kilo, correction. Alpaca 3-3 uniform kilo. Cancel the hold and descent flight level 150.
Exit hold and descent flight level 150. Alpaca 3-3 uniform kilo. Perfect. So hold, exit hold, execute. So after Sierra Lima Victor, it's going to carry on the arrival, and we've set 150. So I'm just going to do a shallow 1,000 feet per minute rate of descent. Sorry, back to 250 knots. And then we'll route direct to Bravo Bravo Whiskey 01 afterwards. Good news, guys. Not bad. We're only holding for about 15-20 minutes. We've held for a lot longer.
Center Alpaca 696, could you please report the holding point and the altitude? It's going to be Sierra Lima Victor, flight level 150. It's Sierra Lima Victor.
So just be a little bit cautious of traffic. Oh, he's above us.
Hydro speed 763.
70 knot crosswind on final, lovely.
Okay,
I doubt it's the actual wind, is it though? Who knows? See what happens. Domino, seeing your first MOGF as well. Still remember how stressed I was back then. I only started flying on VATSIM 2 weeks earlier. My goodness. Now you're pro.
At 45 miles of your position. 45 miles at your 9 o'clock.
It's a little bit too orange now. The clouds.
Alpaca 6 Mike Whiskey, turn left direct to Zulu.
It's very dark in here. I think I've got the dome light on. If I turn it off, it's just... Well, it doesn't make any difference. It's just too dark. There we go anyway. Outbound. There's that Walker. Microsoft flights have got the same issues with clouds being too orange. Yeah, they're all a little bit too orange.
How much is the weight zone?
So remember, this vertical profile is based on a decent shortcut on the arrival, which we might not get. So we'll just do again a shallow descent at the moment.
I'm asking how much is the weight zone?
Looking good.
Sorry, don't understand your request. Can you write on text, please? Break. Walker 1521, descent flight level 160. Descent flight level 160, Walker 1521.
Just do that.
Three uniform kilo. Cancel the hold. Continue the arrival and contact Kyiv radar 124.167 Mike.
12467, cancelling the holds onto the arrival, and thank you very much for the ATC. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Bye.
Bye. Alpaca 6.
There we go. Onto the arrival. Kyiv arrival, very good evening. It's Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, descending flight level 150 on the Sierra Lima Victor to Whiskey, inbound to Bravo Bravo Whiskey 01.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Key radar is identified. Proceed direct to Bravo Bravo 668.
Bravo Bravo 668. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. That sounds good. 668.
Alpaca 9 Echo Yankee.
Executes. Ooh, cheeky little shortcut here. So there's a shortcut directly to the first point merge waypoint. Which is here.
10,000 feet to Kyiv radar 122.7.
So we're going to keep an eye out on this arrival, just sort of see what happens here. This vertical profile is based on a straight in, which we're probably not going to get here. It looks like baked bean colour. Oh no, Heinz baked beans. As I mentioned, there's other bean brands available.
Down to flight
Actually, that's the ice on. It's orange. Looks like we're descending into Mars.
Transition level 110 container descent and 9,000 feet by Kinesh 101.
It's on Discord. Oh, look at these oscillations now in the flight director. Oh. Yeah, this is a little bugged at the moment, guys. But we're surviving. You've been tangoed. Tomato soup sky. Yeah, it is tomato soup. It's the exact same colour, Steve. You've been tangoed.
Alpaca 1 kilo Papa, go ahead.
It's back into the black smoke. Just like last stream, remember?
Flight level 9,000 feet, Alpaca 1 kilo Papa.
Found the emoji. Not the emoji, the soundbite. Yeah, too dark. Too dark. Still far too dark in here. Want to go anyway. These oscillations though. Whoa.
Northwest 111, continue descent 7,000 feet.
I'd love it. To be fair, who here likes tomato soup? I love tomato soup. But that and a little bit of Liam Perry's Worcestershire sauce. Very nice. CK UK Mail reminds me of the bright orange 74 that used to fly with me when I walked to school every day. What airline was that?
Alpaca 3 uniform kilo from Vishal level 110 continue descent 9,000 feet by QNH 1013 clear to take speed restriction.
So 9,000 feet, 1013, and no speed restrictions, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. So 9,000, 1013 set, 15,200 for 9,000 feet, stand by on altimeter set. Braniff International, very cool. Used to do Miami to Gatwick each day. Heights tomato soup is the best, especially if feeling unwell. Absolutely. Nice big chunks of bread, tomato soup. Oh, really nice. I take tomato soup to work. You know the sachets. Actually, the Heinz mix of hot water at work soup's actually really nice. I think it's just as good as the canned ones. Andy, these oscillations aren't a total swing in X-Plane 12. Mind you, I couldn't see everything though. Lovely lighting in it. It's very dark. But ZIBO mentioned that X-Plane 12's latest beta update, there's issues with live weather implementation. Also, the fact that Kyiv right now doesn't have a Metro TAF information due to the ongoing conflict. I think Active Sky might be interpolating local or the nearest Metro and TAF, which is causing issues. You can see that
right under me, 343.
speeds all over the place. See, look, you can see how look at the sky conditions are constantly changing. What is that guy doing?
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, contact key radar 1 to the small 77.
There we go.
Roger 122.77, Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot, bye-bye.
Shut your eyes off.
February checking, February 37, flight level 150 inbound.
So having a look ahead, yeah, it looks like guys are going on for a very long final there. So what we're going to do is delete that restriction I put in earlier. Oh, it's already gone. I thought I put a restriction in there. We'll stick with this one. Other soup sachets are available, the brand is available. Yep, of course, want to say that.
Alpaca 696 descending to flight level 150.
Long straw. Are you supposed to eat soup at work around a tray table? Unbelievable.
Approach Alpaca 46 whiskey at flight level
Steve, it looks like Austin programmed the waves of the water into the sky right now. So dark.
Left heading 265, Alpaca 46 whiskey.
So if they got rid of this dark sort of haze and horizon, look, that colour would look good.
Alpaca 3 kilo for radar identified, turn left heading 080.
080, Alpaca 3 kilo Alpha. Radar Alpaca 343, I heard you call me, but I couldn't hear you.
Bust around seasick pills.
Radar Alpaca 343.
3 seconds.
Radar Alpaca 343, I did not hear your last message.
Alpaca 343, continue descent 9,000 feet.
9,000 feet, Alpaca 343.
Got in.
So
So if it was quiet, we'd expect probably a direct 668 direct to the Brunars cleared approach, but it's quite clear that aircraft are going downwind here.
Radar Alpaca 696 inbound to SLV.
Blocked.
Alpaca 696 inbound to SLV.
Should be on the other controller if he's inbound to Sierra Lima Victor. This is the approach controller. Hi Lisbon, hope you're doing well. Landed in Ukraine, had lots of fun today. Hope all is going well for you. Very busy. Uh-oh, controller's a little bit. It's got 4 or 5 people checking in there. That was for me.
Radar Alpaca 696.
So just confirm 122775 for 33 uniform kilo. 12277 Alpaca 33 Uniform Kilo. Bye. Busy, busy, busy.
Alpaca 343, contact Kyiv, want to do this one from the back.
I think he's just offloading some of the work. Radar, very good evening. Alpaca 33 Uniform Kilo, descending flight level, altitude 9,000 feet, 1013, inbound Bravo, Bravo 668.
Alpaca 33 Uniform Kilo, hello, Kyiv, radar, contact, descend to 6,000 feet.
Descend 6,000 feet, Alpaca 33 Uniform Kilo. Perfect. Yeah, that poor guy was getting overloaded there, but he was dealing well. Should have the seatbelt sign on.
Reading you 1, Alpaca 1 Kilo Papa.
Now 10,100 for 6,000. Let's do the post-cruise checks. Fuel, 4 pumps, lights coming on. Logo can come on as well. Angle of bank.
Radar Alpaca 343, 10,000.
25 pressurization.
Approaching Bravo, Bravo 660.
3.0 descending as set. Seatbelts on recall.
How do you read me now?
Chest please.
I read you 5. And I read you 5 too. Alpaca 1 Kilo Papa.
Perfect. So we're going to continue downwind. Still a little below profile, but it looks like traffic's going to go all the way to the end. There's 2 Tango Lima. That's 2 tons, I think.
85, Alpaca 1 Kilo Papa.
Alpaca 2 Tango Lima, contact Boryspil Tower 1 at small goodbye.
Over tower on 119.3, Alpaca 2 Tango Lima,
Definitely 2
goodbye.
tons.
6 Golf Foxtrot, left heading, left heading 260. Left heading 260, Alpaca.
Oh, yeah, downwind. What is this? What is going on here?
3 Uniform Kilo, descend to 6,000.
Dead 6,000 feet now, back at 3-3 Uniform Kilo. Looks like we're in a sort of a glass
Kilo, Papa, descend to
glass house of
7,000.
clouds.
Descend 7,000, Alpaca 1 Kilo Papa.
Only getting us in though. It's an arch. It's like a glade of clouds.
Alpaca 343, request descent.
Alpaca 343.
Yeah, still needs a lot of work, this sim.
descend to 3,000 feet.
A lot of work. It is not
Down
ready.
at 3,000, Alpaca 343.
Whoa, an invisible pyramid. Ooh, look at Alpaca 3 Kilo Alpha. He's going round the woods. What's the situation back at Sierra Lima Victor? Oh, looks much quieter. Okay. Cloud Halo. Looks like you're flying into Skinwalker Ranch. What's one of those? 0321. I don't know. I feel I'm doomed. I believe all Packers go first before me.
Golf Foxtrot, descend to 3,000 feet.
Descend to 3,000 feet, Alpaca 6 Golf Fox.
Shut off this rate of descent here. Gonna go all the way around.
343, let's approach runway 865. Turn left heading 330.
Left heading 330.
For Beta,
Alpaca 343.
explain 12 did okay considering I had no choice. After I totally mucked up X-Pilot, I refused to talk to explain 11 anymore. Now that's interesting, Addy, because I've updated X.
From Kilo, descend to 4,000 feet.
Descend 4,000 feet up back at 3-3 Uniform Kilo. That's interesting because I think since I've updated...
From 4,000.
Descend 4,000 feet up back at 3-3 Uniform Kilo. So I think...
Thank you. Egypt Air 14 on the mic. Hello, Kyiv, radar contact. Descend to altitude.
I think since updating X-Pilot, I don't know if it's compatible with X-Plane 11 anymore, is it? Because it's like an X-Plane 12 Beta. So that's my concern. Busy. Skinwalker Ranch is a ranch in Utah with all sorts of strange phenomena. That's a show on history about that. Oh. Must be a portal to X-Plane 13. Oh, so dark here though. So dark. Is anyone here right now on the approach of Microsoft Flight Simulator? Could you take a screenshot in the screenshots channel just so I can compare, so we can have a look at what it looks like here? But the clouds are like puffs of black smoke. We're on a very long final. So the ILS active now. There's the
Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa.
localizer alive. We've not been cleared approach yet. So one thing they have done, they have increased the range of localizers and glide slope, which is really good. Because that wouldn't have worked at Expand 11, but we're picking up now, which is excellent. The vertical profile looks about right as well. 25, 50, 75.
Reduce speed 180 knots.
Reduce speed 180 knots, Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa.
So we'll still do
Alpaca
250.
33 from Kilo, speed 200 knots.
Speed 200 knots, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. So bring up to the upspeed, let the aircraft slow down.
Alpaca 31 Kilo.
This radio's not too good.
Radio 2, Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa.
Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa, left heading 300.
Left heading 300, Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa.
Alpaca 343 on right in 050.
Right to 050, Alpaca 343.
Could be. I mean, I don't know where these...
Alpaca 6 Golf Foxtrot.
I don't know if these guys are in Ukraine or not.
Alpaca 6
Really
Golf
do
Foxtrot, Roger.
feel sorry for these guys. It's a mess.
Alpaca 33 from Kilo, reduce speed 180.
180 knots, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. So speed check flap 1.
Alpaca 343, reduce speed 180.
Reducing speed to 180, Alpaca 343.
Flaps 1. We'll go to flap 2. Flap 2 is a lovely flap setting if you need 80 meters to do 180. So prevents you having to go all the way to 5 for that extra drag. Glide slope's alive. And it should, after this waypoint, look, make a right turn towards Runos, which will put us on the localizer. This is completely normal. Look at these oscillations. Woof. So this is between the two runways at 636, and you either brake right or left depending on which runway you want to land on. So the localized deviation is completely normal. There's 343, I guess he's going to go downwind on the point merge. There's 180.
Alpaca 340, turn left heading 030, clear Dallas, approach Bravo 36 right.
There's definitely an issue with VNAV here. VNAV showing me 1,000 feet. There's all that above restrictions here, showing me 1,000 feet high.
Alpaca 33 from Kilo, descend to 3000, clear Dallas, approach Bravo 36 right.
Turn 3,000 feet, cleared ILS 36 right, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Yeah, VNAV's completely broken as well. It's showing me 1,200 feet high on profile. We're probably about 400 feet low on profile. This is all over. And we've got, this is all correctly coded. Anyway, correct sensing, arming for lock initially. Localizer, live localizer capture. We're heading 3566. Cleared approach, 1 dots. Approach arms. Yeah, this is very balked at the moment.
5 Tango Bravo, 10,000 feet correction, 10,000 feet traffic.
Okay, descend 10,000 feet, Alpaca 5 Tango Bravo. Approach, good evening.
Okay, flap 5. Glide slope capture, got decent crosswind here. I missed approach altitude. 3940, so we'll set 4,000 feet.
Finnair 705, low keyframe.
There we go.
Contact climb to altitude 9,000 feet.
Yeah, so we should be bang on profile right now on this approach. We're 1,200 feet high, so I don't know what's going on with VNAV.
Finnair 705, climb to 9,000 feet.
But this is all beta, early access, there's going to be issues. But right now, if you want accuracy, I'd be on X-Plan 11.
Egyptair 21, mic descend to 4,000 feet.
4,000 feet, don't front of me, Mike, done a great job, sir.
Alpaca 5 Tango.
Now fully established, approaching 10 miles, maintain 180 knots.
060.
Plenty of space ahead of us. 343 looks on the short final there. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, fully established, 180 knots.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, tower 119 decimal.
119.3, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Thanks to the ATC, sir. Bye bye.
Cheerio, good evening.
We are over to tower. Kyiv Tower, very good evening. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Establish ILS 36 right, just at 10 miles. There's no DME here, I don't think.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, Boryspil Tower, good evening. Continue approach, runway 36 right, you are number 3.
Continue approach, Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. So maintain 180, traffic's about 4 miles ahead. Yeah, no DME on this ILS. That's why it's great to have these fixed rings for situational awareness. So VNAV profile's now coming in, but I'm not sure why it deviated before then. It's like it was hard, like it was trying to maintain a hard 2960 altitude. So you watch, I bet when we pass this waypoint it will show us on profile all the way to the runway now.
Tower Alpaca 343, 2 miles established, 1 ILS.
I don't think a lot is right now, yeah. 3 reds, but still very high landing long. I'm not sure the ILS is accurate at the moment. We'll have a look.
Alpaca 343, established ILS 36 right, 1.5 miles.
I can't even see the pappies. They're very dim, but I see 2 ones, 2 reds.
4 meters per second, runway 36 right, clear to
Oh, yeah, meters per second on the landing. It's windy.
clear to land, Alpaca.
Yeah, so now it's showing on profile, so it was some weird issue with the coding here. So passing, it's a bit like the PMDG, passing the final approach fix, it seems to be accurate. I'm going to bring the speed back to the 5 knot speeds. Start doing the landing flow, start switches, recall. Like the brightness has improved now, it's getting darker. Perfect. Right, let's configure now. Get down, flat 15, match speed, landing checklist, start switches continuous, recall is checked, speed brake on, green lights. Landing gear, down 3 green, auto brake is set to 2, flat 30, 75 knots. And flaps we have 30 green light, wait for our landing clearance. That's the auto throttle disconnecting again. I think it's just a slight issue with my thrust levers at the moment.
Kilo Tower, Alpaca 31 Papa. Report ILS established. Alpaca 31 Kilo Papa, Boryspil Tower, good evening, continue approach.
Disconnect it. 16 knot crosswind here. So again in pitch. Oh, yeah, oh my goodness me. Nah, this is...
Uniform Kilo, wind 300 degrees, 4 meters per second, runway 36 right, clear to land.
Right, 36 right, clear to land. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Pitch is rubbish at the moment. Wow, very. Yeah, there's a lot of work. Roll, sluggish, pitch, extremely sluggish. We'd be stalled if we do that, these sort of inputs. Yeah, it needs a lot of work right now, guys. A lot of work. It's nowhere near where we need it to be. So that's why it's going to be hard to land. I'm going to have to make quite large inputs to land smoothly. Pappies and glide slope look bang on though, as they should be. The eye height as it should be. 3 red, so maybe it could be a little station, but oh no, they're good. Glide and pappies are fine, Andy. Continue. 3 reds, maybe a slight oscillation. Yeah, it's good, it's good.
50, 40, 30,
Check.
20, 10.
I'm having to do a lot more input and pitch there to check. A lot more than you need to do in real life. Speed brakes up. Reverses. The lighting's much better though for the external lighting. Also close to butter, but not quite. So the pitch on the flare there was far too excessive. You'd whack the tail if you did that in real life. Manual braking. Idle. Ladies and gentlemen, anyway, welcome to Kyiv. First ever time in Ukraine. Take the next exit here on the left. Alpha 3. Keep speed up, 45 knots. Recommended speed to exit. I think we might be on Terminal D. Alpaca 33 uniform. Kilo vacated Alpha 3.
Victor Alpha Tango 2071, wind 300 degrees, 4 meters per second, runway 36 right, clear for takeoff.
We're here though.
From 36 right, walk it 2071.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo from Boryspil ground 118.05, bye bye.
11805, thanks a lot for the ATC. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, bye. Excellent. The lighting's good, and this is a default airport scenery, which I'm really impressed with. Lighting, though, is much better. Yeah, that's much better. That's exactly, I'd actually say that's pretty much bang on with the LED lighting. Really good.
Information that is on board, so request clearance to Lviv.
There we are, so we're on the Bravo taxiway. I guess we'll go in via Charlie 4. I need a different stand chart.
National 265 Bravo. Confirm your position. I can see you at Mike 22.
Is there any other charts? That's better. Just wait for this guy to respond. We forgot to thumbs up. No, to get lost. No, don't say Steve. Oh, he's got a long flight to Dubai.
Alpha, Papa Kilo 324, you are Bristol ground continuing, you are connected to Dubai asphalt via Basra von Romeo departure, runway induced 36 right,
Just make sure here.
1000 feet, after departure contact 122.77, and squawk will be 33.
I presume we're over here. I saw some alpacas. Could be on a completely different part of the airport here. Got alpacas everywhere, haven't we? For a Kilo Papa just landing. Ooh, he's definitely an X-Plane 12, I reckon. That's in velocity update, super. Ooh, free Kilo Papa! Ooh. He's down. That was a little wobbly. Well done, sir. Great, there's a lot of traffic here. Grateful about some guys in Ukraine.
Tower 119.3, speedbird 126, bye bye.
Kyiv ground, hello. It's Alpaca 33 uniform kilo on taxiway Bravo, holding short of Charlie 4, Terminal D.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, Boryspil ground, very continuing, welcome to Boryspil, taxi to gate Delta 10 via taxiway Charlie 4.
Delta via Charlie 4, and just confirm the stand, please.
Alpaca 33 uniform kilo, stand Delta 10.
Stand Delta 10, thank you. Alpaca 33 uniform kilo. Perfect. So Delta 10, Delta 10, pretty much a straight line. Perfect. Happy with the routing. Put the taxi in music. Very, very good. Well done to these controllers. So I don't think they... Well, put it this way. The VATSIM Ukraine controller contacted me and he said he's never had an event of this size before. And that's regarding organising the group flight and obviously publishing it online with regards to a shuttle between here and Lviv. So I think the workload was immense. I don't think they ever expected perhaps it to be as busy as it actually was. But they've done a good job with the amount of traffic. They held us well. They got us all in. So really well done to the guys. I think it was great success. Great success! Do I have that soundbite? I don't know if I do.
Delivery, good day.
Great success.
I do! Stand 11. Then stand 10 here. There's 10 left. We'll take stand 10 in the middle here. And again, X-Plane 12 default airport here. Really nice. Ooh, where's the line though? I think I'll take this left line. It curls back in there. Oh, I can see it there. Overshot it slightly. Oops, helps if I start the APU.
Clear to Lviv, Kakal 1 Romeo.
God, that is why. So this illumination, these lights, very good for the LEDs. That's why it blinds the ground crew if you're there. That is actually how bright it is. Even the taxi light. Yeah, really good. The illumination, the LEDs externally, And obviously we'd have guidance here as to know when to stop, because it's obviously dark here.
119.3,
Go to A. The beacon light, the way that's flashing, and the reflection on the terminal and stuff. Well, it's not quite reflecting there, but it's pretty good. It's a little brighter than that. Parking brake set. APU's available, not bad at all. Probe's been off there, and 2 blues, 1 red. Head just dead. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kyiv. Superb. Yeah, night, pitch black night. Sim looks great. Sunset, not great. But night, and the cockpit illumination at night time, when it's proper night, is actually brighter. If you see here, compare it to the stream an hour ago, and look how dark everything was at night time, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's about right with the illumination. 4-1, and we'll set that to 100. Anti-cold light off, voice recorders on, transponder isolation valve open, transponder to 2000 standby. Yeah, not bad. Night time, the lighting's great. Maybe we should just stick to night flights for now. Open the door. There we go. Off you get, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very good. There we are. Alpaca 23 Lima, Lufthansa DLH 3 Tango Mike, Lufthansa, isn't it? 3-1 Kilo Papa just landed. Southwest here. There's an Air Walker. I think they're taking part in the group flight as well. Alpaca 696. Is he on the other runway or is he on the approach? Oh, I think he's landing on 36 left. Nighttime X-plane looks really well done. It's hiding some of the stuff, that's why. No, actually, no, to be fair, the night illumination at night is really good. The terminal lighting here, the nav light lighting, the spotlights here, really good. Perfect. Well done to Kyiv. ATC, excellent. Let's have a little look here in chat. I think the tower controller's doing his while he's handing us a lot, but he should definitely pass. ATC did really well. It's not used to it. Absolutely, Steve M. Good for them. What were we worse at Don MBC? CK, you came out. Would anyone here able to get me into the Discord? I've got no idea where the link is or would be. Oh, you should have told me. As exactly as Listerman is saying, Discord settings, connect your YouTube account, synchronization, I believe. After a little time, we'll have an invitation. But CK UK Mail, if you have. If you go to Google, type in YouTube Discord synchronization, follow the steps there as well. That'll help you in. If you have any more issues, look at YouTube community posts for members and write on one of those, and I'll get back to that, no problem at all. Can stay over Sierra Lima Victor another 45 minutes. Well, I needed 3 tons to divert, and I landed with loads. 4.5, no, nearly 5 tons. Could have held for another 45 minutes easily. Does your airline use 737 landing lights when interrogating nasty pilots? Tell us every frequent those lights will be turned on. Unbelievable. Karen, why did you use Barrow and not radio altimeter? Was it according to the CAT category of the ILS? Yes, Karen. So at my operator, bring up the ILS chart. For CAT 1 and non-precision approaches, we use Barrow minimums over here. There's no Cat 2 or Cat 3 approach, but yeah, we use radio altimeter minimums for Cat 2 and Cat 3 approaches only at my operator. Oh, you're in there. Excellent, CK. You came out. Excellent. What a MOGF? I thought you were saying, what is a MOGF? It was a great MOGF, yeah. Thanks again for everyone that turned out as well. You know, post-COVID, not so many people can turn up. I think we had officially a lot of people had to drop out today as well, but I think we had 34, 35. Which is a decent amount post-COVID. You know, during COVID we're having 70 plus. You know, maybe for the overloads I'll stick to 2 departure airports until we get a few more numbers in again, or the crossfires. But again, they dealt with this traffic extraordinarily well, which is great. Who's MSR? Not so sure, but yeah, definitely a bit of a crosswind here. Should we watch this? Is in a Walker pilot. See how his landings are. Nice slope here as well. Ooh, I think they're quite close here. What airline's MSR? Let's have a look here. We had a bit of a Egypt here. Well, yeah, I had a bit of a crosswind. Well, no, my crosswind died off, but yeah, right now the inputs I was making in pitch, way too much. But that, I know that's an issue, especially with X-Plane 12 in a moment and the mod. Give it a fly live here. See how this guy can land the Walker Air. 2 hours 30 for a 1 hour 20 flight. Unbelievable. Visited North and South Ukraine. That made my day. Very cool, Lion Phil. Let's see if we can offer this guy a job at Alpaca Airways. It's in the 7-3. Yeah. We are recruiting. Looking good. Oh, is he down? Oh, he's just turned his lights on. Oh, oh, look, you can see the runway lights reflecting on him. Oh, where's he going? Where's he going? Centre line, centre line. Yeah, he's got a place in Alpaca Airways. Get back on that centre line, boy. Very good. Well, whilst he lands, we'll have a look at this guy. Then we've got 9 Sierra X-ray Tony final, 3 Kilo Alpha. Very good. Turn up X pilot sounds actually for other aircraft. Well, I didn't crash or anything as well. There we are, made it a little bit louder. Should we do the giveaway? It still uses the ICO code from Misra. Is that an old Egyptian airline? I've never heard of them. 0321 short, I've got too many crash tests on both X-Plane 11 and 12, my new PC, so once that's sorted out, I'll join a MOGF in the future. First, I have to finish refurbishing my apartment. Lots to do for you then, sir. Lots to do for you. Right, let's have a look here. It's the giveaway. Let me just get everything set up in the background. Next MOGF will be in 4 to 5 weeks as well. There's only one weekend I'm free, which I want to pencil in for the MOGF. I'll let you know in a few days' time. Obviously, we still need to plan exactly where we're going and things, but let me just get the list of everyone who took part in the group flight today. There we go. And so it's not rigged. There we go. You should be able to see the list randomizer. So there we go. There's everyone that's taken part. So if you are the lucky winner, just got to DM me in Discord. Well, I'll DM you. And you can have any add-on you would like of the any aircraft, you know. Probably not Challenger 650 territory, but, you know, PMDG, Phoenix, MD-11, something like that. No problem at all if you want just a gift store card from the X-Plane gift store. If you want a gift card from the X-Plane store, $75 or so, that's absolutely fine. Any scenery, if you're from the UK, I can also offer an Amazon gift card as well. So all you got to do is get in contact with me on Discord. So there we are, that's the list as it is right now. Everyone that took part in the group flight, thank you very much for all of those who did. Here we are. So the winner of the 33rd giveaway for the members only group flight is Anon. Well done to you, Anon. You are the winner. He has he won before, Anon? He hasn't. I don't think he has, but there we are. The unrigged giveaway. Dave probably said rigged. I don't think Dave's won. I know 2 Tons will say, because he's always said he's never won one. Hashtag rigged. Unbelievable. But there you are. Anon says, I won. You did. You won. There you are. Hashtag rigged. Yeah. Nice one. There it is. Black and white. You are the winner, sir. Excellent. Let's get rid of that. Let's see how this Egypt Air can land. And then we'll see the Alpaca afterwards as well. Definitely a bit of a marked slope here on X-Plane 12. Very nice centerline tracking. Nice. It's pretty good. Better than the Walker Air one. Whoa! I spoke too soon. Oh my goodness. Love the lights reflecting on the livery is great. There is Egypt Air. Superb. Robert, your name was missing from the draw, was it? Where are you on the group flight list? Did you apply? Robert, did you apply? Were you in the group flight? So basically all I do is copy and paste the list. So I copied and pasted that literally just before the stream. So if you're not there but you're on the other one, well, you shouldn't be. So I literally just copied and pasted it from there. I'll have a look later. You know, if you're last minute participation as well, like if you said maybe this morning, I did it this morning though. I copied and pasted it now. So like usually in the last hour, it's a bit too late for me to update the list. But sorry if you weren't there. I really am. Anyway, that's it. There was Egypt. I was looking towards the clouds and the sunset there. Oh yeah, I thought that Alpaca was next. Oh, I think no, 3. Oh my goodness me, we've got multiple runways in use here. ZIBO Sierra X-rays next and 3 Kyiv Alpha. They've started using power runway ops. Why don't they already have? Anyway, I will have to call it a day because I do need to head off. But I wanted to see an Alpaca. We need to see one Alpaca land. Anyway, let's head on towards where we are here. Jump into the cockpit. There we go. And log off of that. That was great. Really enjoyed that, as I always do. And hope you all enjoyed it for those of you who took part. Hey, no, I don't feel I really deserve a prize after my landing. It was a little wobbly, but you signed in, you got part of it there, so well done. Right. We'll finish offloading the rest of the passengers. We'll have a night in Kyiv. And onwards to the next group flight, number 34. Crazy, isn't it? 34. And some of you have been here from the start. Right. Hopefully I can play the funky replay music and it'll work. Let me just make sure it's not too loud. Oops, it's still on here actually. Let me just make sure. From the last stream, there we go. Please work. Yes! There we are. So, let's have a little look here. So yeah, as you all saw, and as I mentioned during the landing here, right now the flight controls inputs are nowhere near as effective as they should be. Nowhere near. A lot of work is going to be needed to improve their pitch and roll on prime approach there. I was making huge inputs and the aircraft wasn't doing anything. So you know, just jump into Expert 11 and the mod there. That's what it should be doing. Let's have a look at my landing then. Wasn't too bad. Pretty happy with it at least. So the lights are a little bit washed out on the fuselage. It's a little bit too bright there. Didn't make much of a decrab, but you can land with a bit of crap there. And a little bit of right rudder to stay on centre line. Yeah, a little bit too washed out there. Yeah, very washed out. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's loud. Yeah, that's too bright. But the actual illumination here is good, but too bright for fuselage. Better landing than the other day though. That was huge, a huge floater I did last time. Yeah, way too much bloom. Ah, that's what it's called. Yeah, it's too bright. Some weird lighting issue going on around the random and the pitot tube as well. Happy with the landing though. Although I had to make massive inputs on the yoke. Still love this replay tool though. It's the best. Oh yeah. Still a bit broken, the lighting. Now, even though I was making big inputs, the aircraft behaviour in the sim is still really good. A lot of work needed in X-Plane 12 and the mod. Yeah, the reflection on the plane didn't look very good. Super duper. The building's in the way. There we are anyway. I'll pop you back here into the window view so you can enjoy this lovely sunset approach into Kyiv. Lifetime live weather. Glad I didn't download the Ortho, look. Winter's on the way now, guys. Getting dark very early. Still plenty of light here in the UK. little wavy here. That's probably my flying. That'll do there. Guys, thank you so much for your continued support as members. Really do appreciate it. You know how busy I've been this summer as well. My activity on the Discord channel isn't as much as it used to be in the past. But winter is around the corner. Next month, come next MOGF, post next MOGF, I should have a real good idea of what's going to happen into November. It should be quieter. I'm running max hours all this summer. It's going to be a very busy October for me as well on my roster. I'll do what I can, and as ever, you can contact me via Discord. I hope you enjoy the exclusivity of the members-only Discord as well. And always open to feedback if you like anything. Improvements, I'll let you know. Thank you for everyone that took part in the group flights as well. Very much appreciated. We'll have a chin wag about where we'll go next time. Always enjoy organising them, and that'll be in 4 to 5 weeks' time. Guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in very, very soon. Cheerio.